Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Cleveland Browns hosted the Buffalo Bills for a joint practice in Berea yesterday. Head coach Todd Monken said he liked what he saw from his starting offense.
It didn't look like we were out of place. It looked like we belonged. That's all we wanted to see, right? Do we belong? I mean, does our first 11 give us a chance to move the ball and score? And I felt that way today.
On the diamond, Gavin Williams had 11 strikeouts in just over 5 innings of work for the Guardians in a 5-2 victory over the Giants for their first home win in almost 2 months. Home series win in almost 2 months, while down in Cincinnati, the Reds lost 10-9 to the St. Louis Cardinals after an epic meltdown in the 9th inning. This update is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Open a savings account for the youth in your life with just $5 at BMI Federal Credit Union, and they'll put $100 into a youth certificate.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Come on, Joe! Featuring producer Dylan.
We're the 5 best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Friday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning. Go to hell. Tyvis, how are you, buddy?
I am doing fantastic. Wagwan.
Hang on. Everything good? No, you blessed. Yeah, man, you blessed. Everything good? All right, sorry.
Yeah, man, everything.
I'm sorry.
You got it all. You got the right words. You just got them all out of order.
No, you know what happened? Here, full disclosure. We should start the show over because my headphones, I thought I had them at the right level, but somehow they were not. And so when I started talking, I was like blaring in my headphones. So I had to like crank them down quickly and it threw me off. So I'm like,
That's
the music
shocking.
sounded normal, but the headphones sounded super loud.
I remember when I used to do the Buckeye show and I used to sit like here.
Yeah.
And I would plug my headphones in. They was cranked all the way up.
They were not cranked all the way up.
Yes, they were.
Some dumbass that sat there before you had it cranked all the way
They
up.
weren't cranked. I promise you they were.
And I used to be like, T-Bone is deaf.
Oh, it was Bone?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like it wasn't cranked all the way up. I promise you.
I did know that.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Common man.
Yeah.
His literally
That's because
is all the way to the max.
the longer you stay in radio, the more deaf you get.
That's
Yeah.
not true.
That is very true.
My stuff have stayed one little twist. One little twist.
One little twist. And then
That's it.
eventually you start going, man, I can't hear myself. And it just starts inching up. And then over a quarter, I mean, I've been doing this for 20 plus years. So Common Man's been doing it for, I think, over 25 years.
Well, you see T-Bone gamers like wear headphones all the time.
Yeah, I hate those headphones. Those are the worst headphones ever built
Like
are made for
yesterday-
like consumers.
Yesterday I played Call of Duty and I like had to crank it up because you got to hear the footsteps. You got to hear when people around you.
Yeah.
And I was playing with my nephew, and I keep continuously telling him that you're good. You ain't better than me. He don't want to hear that. So we and him went on a little killing spree yesterday, going back and forth. I won the one, he won one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, Tyvis, I also did double duty damage to my ears like you're currently doing, where you do a whole radio show and then you go home and you game for a few hours. And I'm telling you, it's going to catch up to you. You just wait.
Oh, yeah, it is. No,
What you say? What you say? What?
I will. This is free advice for any of you who actually enjoy. I know that everybody now wears headphones like almost for aesthetic reasons. Like you get the earbuds. Now we're back on wired earbuds because
You're wired.
Because trends got to come.
Why
trends got to come. I don't because everybody's got to. I don't know. It's a trend. It's to show that you have them. I don't know.
The wired headphones.
I actually can get behind that trend because if the earbuds fall out and you have them on a wire attached to your phone, you never lose them. They just hang there and you pick them up. They don't even hit the ground.
Are you irresponsible?
I'm just saying those little earbuds, if they fall out, if you don't get them in exactly right, they fall out and then they hit the ground and they either shatter or they bounce under like 18 different couches that you have to you never find them again. And they go into another region. Another world.
I haven't had
And your
that.
nether
I
region.
haven't had that problem.
They go, yeah. I'm just saying they go somewhere where you can't find them. So if you're there for aesthetics and having the earbuds, and I'm not talking about working out headphones, okay? I'm talking about when if you're someone who likes to maybe throw on some headphones and listen to some music, or maybe you game or whatever. I am telling you, if you're just there to listen and not talk, I'll give you headphone recommendations, real ones. Because I tell you right now, Beats by Dre, ass. Terrible headphones. Like, if you've only listened to those, it's fine. You didn't know any better. The marketing got to you. Those are the same as like $30 headphones you can get at Walgreens.
I gotta get me some.
They're not any good.
Here.
I'll tell you the headphones. These are the headphones.
What's the headphone?
There's two. There's two.
How much are they?
Well, the first one.
Everybody, you using these same ones? Who is these?
Oh, I don't know. Someone left some nice ones there. Yeah, those are so the primo ones that I use are the Bayer Dynamic DT 770s. Those are
that's what these
Bayer Dynamic 770 DTs. Those are the best, and they have like all this 80 ohms, 160 ohms. Don't worry about that crap. Just closed back to keep the sound in.
Let me look it up right quick on that.
We have to get certain ones that keep the sound in, because literally if it bleeds out of the mic, we'll get an echo.
Now?
Bayer Dynamic DT 770 Pro over-ear closed back reference headphones.
I got it.
Yeah, those are the best.
$230.
They're not cheap. But you know what? What are Beats by Dre? What do earbuds cost nowadays?
That much?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
rich.
if you go get the ones with all the fancy marketing on them, they cost the same amount. What if you go get those big they make the Apple makes the ones now that go over your head.
I
like
got them.
Yeah. And what are those? $50? No. Because they're Apple.
Those were a Christmas gift. So
That's nice.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
The lieutenant bought them for me.
The other one, though, is the Sony MDR 7506.
Yes, love those.
Sony MDRs, like,
yes.
they literally.
And they're a little cheaper.
Yeah. They're like, what's crazy is those headphones.
I'm broke. So I can't even afford
There you go. Those are like $100, $150.
Yeah, those ones are 1A. They're just as good as these. The only thing I like about these ones is they're a little more sturdy when I take my headphones off and throw them down, which is unfortunately what everybody in radio tends to do. These Sony ones tend to fall apart. So there you go. You didn't know you're getting headphone recommendations.
You know where my headphones came from?
Where they come from?
Russell Wilson.
Oh, these are the Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Really?
10 years.
You got gifted by Russell Wilson.
You don't
the
even
entire
like that
team.
Guy.
Bose headphones.
When he got the sponsorship, didn't he have a sponsorship with Bose? And he got the whole team.
So it's funny. So one day you come in and it's in everybody's locker. Everybody got Bose.
Gift bag. Yeah.
Everybody got headphones. Next day later, come in the locker room, Sherm, Beats. Everybody get Beats. So I had 2 pairs of headphones.
And let me guess, the Beats broke already.
Yeah.
The Beats, funny story is the Beats is the ones I use when I go to Cleveland to do the Browns
That's
radio.
right. Use the bad ones up there. I agree with you. Those are the second tier ones. The good ones. The Bose, I will say, of those two, the Bose are better.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem with yours, and I'm not trying to headphone shame, I'm just saying what's real. You have your wire, it comes unplugged, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sometimes when you're turning your head and stuff,
it can
pop out.
I gotta hurry up.
And in our business, like, so these ones, that's the thing. Like, these headphones I'm recommending to you, they have a 1/4-inch jack on them. You can take it off and get the little mini jack that goes into like a headphone. But if you're looking for Bluetooth, these aren't it. These are analog, plug in, but they are great headphones.
Quiet as it's kept, I would use my Apple ones, but I don't think they use like an aux cord. They only
and the Bluetooth stuff. I've seen people do that. But,
here?
Well, no, because you can put in the little adapter into these. They make adapters to plug them in. But what it does, no joke, radio like Bluetooth stuff makes a little thing that it'll actually interfere with the microphone, and you'll hear it. It goes like da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Like you can hear it very lightly if you have your headphones up to 1,000,000 like I do. But yeah, we used to get that with our cell phones. I think they fixed this, but earlier in my career when you were about to get a text or a call, the signal from the phone company, you would da-da-da-da, da-da-da, and then your phone would light up with like a text. And I swear it happened like 5 times a show between me and Mike. I remember this happened all the time. And eventually we just started, I don't know how it ever got fixed. It just doesn't happen anymore. So I'm guessing the cell phone companies have figured out that like there's a different frequency or something for that. I don't know. Anyway, this is really boring. And I'm sorry that you started the show this way. I don't know.
How did we get here?
I don't even know. You know what?
How did we get to the headphones?
I don't know. Because I was saying I couldn't hear something on the microphone.
We were talking about the wired headphones is the new trend, but I don't know how we got there either.
I was giving headphone recommendations, but I don't know why.
About two people appreciate the conversation.
Well, whatever. I hope you're both listening. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Also, is Tyvis and Richard Sherman act like Russell Wilson's a bad guy? I think they're the villains, and Russell Wilson's
he gave you actually good headphones.
Yeah.
Who said that?
You did.
You guys are always throwing dirt on his name.
Yeah, you hate him.
I did not say that.
Yeah.
You definitely hate him.
I've literally said every time we brought up Russell Wilson, I love the guy. He's a great guy. He's not a great football player. That's what I said.
Oh, my God.
He's not a great football
Pretty
player.
much your worst enemy.
Yeah. All right. I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
No. It's good. I hate Russell Wilson, too. I'm with you all. The Browns had a joint practice today, and Tyvis has his ear to the ground. What are people saying about this Browns practice, the joint practice with the Bills? You're going to find out. We're going to get the inside info from Tyvis Powell next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. I-70 is closed in both directions, eastbound and westbound, over by Buckeye Lake after some major flooding and high waters in the area. So portions once again closed. 70 westbound from exit 142 Gray Shot to State Route 310. That's over by Etna. For 70 westbound, that portion closure starts between 158, that's State Route, that's over by Kirkersville, to eventually State Route 13, which is just passing Atherton. Folks, take your time and just be patient on this Friday. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Men, erectile dysfunction can affect much more than just your sex life. It can create stress in relationships, leading to feelings of anxiety or embarrassment, and impact your overall confidence and well-being. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and we specialize in treating men's sexual health issues to help men find solutions that fit their individual needs. ED is a frustrating condition, and many men suffer for years without seeking treatment. But the good news is that if you're like most men, we have the answer. Our licensed medical providers will evaluate your specific medical situation and recommend a plan designed for you. And these advanced medical therapies work, with treatments having success rates of well over 90%, which means you and the one you love can have great sex again without the fear and worry of ED. You can even last up to an hour or more, and you may just find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Are you paying 7% or more on your car loan? See how much you might save with a refinance and get a 1% rate discount at Kemba Financial Credit Union. Apply at Kemba.org. Restrictions apply. Ends 10/31/26. Call 800-282-6420 for credit costs and terms. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender.
The next chapter of Cleveland Browns football is here, and we want to invite you to be the first in. It's a new world-class stadium. It's a new era of Browns football, and it begins in 2029. And your path to being a part of it starts today. Place your deposit now at newhuntingtonbankfield.com to reserve your spot and be one of the first to choose your seats in our brand new state-of-the-art enclosed stadium where Cleveland Browns football goes to the next level.
Kick off football season behind the wheel of a 2026 Toyota Tundra from Germain Toyota of Columbus. Right now, get $299 APR financing for up to 72 months on the rugged Tundra. Don't miss your chance to score big. Visit Germain Toyota of Columbus just off I-70 and Bryce Road or online at germaintoyota.net.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Coghlan Kia of Dublin is now open, and we're offering grand opening savings at all 4 Coghlan Kia locations. Get 0% financing on select new 26 Kia Sportage and Sorrento. Pay $0 out of pocket when you lease a new 27 Seltos or 26 Sportage for $375 a month for 36 months. Get grand opening savings at Coghlan Kia.
Coghlan has the car for you.
With approved credit, 0% for 48 months equals $20.83 per 1,000 finance through Kia Motor Finance. Leases include 10,000 miles per year with 20 cents per mile over penalty. Excludes tax, title, and registration. No security deposit. See dealer for details and 831.26.
What would it take for my child to only miss half a day of school for treatment?
What would it take to fund a cure for childhood cancer?
It would take all of us to come together to support the research. Join us. Go to childrenscancer.org today.
What defines Ohio? A place that dares to go first and never looks back. There's no slowing us down. At Jobs Ohio, our mission is clear. Strengthen job opportunities and empower Ohio's workforce. Another reason why Ohio is now ranked the #1 state for business by CNBC. This is what unstoppable feels like. We did it together, Ohio. Our time is now. See Ohio's momentum at jobsohio.com/Ohio's time.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Your favorite fan shows are available as a podcast. What a concept. And don't miss exclusive podcast content like Austin and Burn. Listen on your schedule from anywhere in the world. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're ending the work week on a high note for sure. Maybe a little bit of fog out there early on. Otherwise, we have a mostly sunny sky throughout the day. Highs end up around 81. For your Saturday, increasing clouds with some scattered showers and storms popping up in the afternoon. One or two of those could be strong. We'll see highs around 80. For the Fan, I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Justin Gertz.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. You're home of the Buckeyes, the Fan. Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Well, I don't know if the YouTube chat is the arbiter of all things we should talk about on the show, but apparently the YouTube chat enjoyed our headphone discussion, so shout out to them. I don't know if I thought we lost all of our listeners.
I'm trying to figure out what Trey Brown is talking about. He said, I would have enough money for headphones if I didn't buy trash fillets.
Oh, well, because he said earlier.
He said, what trash fillets am I buying?
No, because you're buying filet mignon, and filet mignon is a trash cut of meat. And that's correct. He's 100% right on that. It's just the...
How is it trash?
It's trash.
You could say it's overpriced.
No,
I
it's
would
trash.
maybe understand if you said that. But to say it's just complete trash.
So there's no marbling. You don't get the flavor of the marbling. That's the beauty of a good cut of steak is you get some marbling there. It adds to the flavor, the butteriness of the steak. It's so much better when you have some marbling. You're getting the leanest cut of meat because you were told that's the best. It has the least amount of fat. And you were told that by a skinny person who doesn't know what taste is. And so I'm just telling you as a fat man that if you get the gristle in there, a little bit of it, when it renders down, you want it to render. It's good. Rendering is great in cooking. Get your ribeye, change your life.
I do love a ribeye.
Eat a T-bone.
I'm not about to sit there and, first of all,
T-bone has a fillet on it, but it also has the other. Has
you get a 10-ounce. You get a 10-ounce ribeye, about 2 pounds of that. 3 ounces of that. Did I say pound? 10-ounce fillet. Or
yeah.
God.
All right, let's start over.
10-ounce ribeye. If you get a 10-ounce ribeye, 3 ounces of that 10-ounce is fat that you got to cut off. No, that's a fact.
You don't have one.
That's a fact.
No.
No, yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Tyvis, you don't have to listen.
That's why the T-bone, and you wonder why when you get up in the morning,
Tyvis,
your belly is in the way.
I have to tell you,
because you eat the fat.
Tyvis, eating the fat doesn't make you fat. Well, I don't even eat steak that often. What makes me fat is a little thing called Hostess and Little Debbie. That's the problem. It ain't the fat on a steak. If I ate steak every day, I'd be very healthy comparatively. I'm just saying, when you cook it down, you leave the little fat ring around it. You sear that, and it seals in flavor. And then that juiciness, that tenderness stays in the meat.
Get the same thing with a filet.
No, you don't.
Yes, you
do. No, they can't even cook it properly.
They didn't cook yours properly. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You wanted medium, they gave you well done. That's what happened.
Trey, thank you for having sense. I'm sorry that nobody else understands like the good cuts of meat around here. But you need a little. I'm not saying you want the fattiest piece of meat. That's not good. Although when I went to Katz's Deli with fish when we were in New York a few weeks ago, I went right up there and said, make it juicy. And the guy was like, juicy means fattier. And I'm like, yes, I do. Give it to me. And he's like, oh, that's my guy right there. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. I want that. But I'm just saying, if you don't like the fattiness of I'm not saying eat the gristle. You don't have to eat the chewy part, but let it stay around there to seal in that flavor. It seals in the juices. And then you cut into the steak. Oh, it's perfection. I'm telling you, Tyvis.
You seem hungry.
I always hungry. I could eat right now. Fillets, don't get me wrong.
You should get a steak AM crunch wrap.
Yeah, you should.
Ooh,
I've learned that that's the best one.
You know, that just might have to happen. I may have to do that.
Because, I skipped my free meal when I took my kid.
I gave it to T-Bone.
I took my kid to school on Wednesday.
We gave it to T-Bone.
Yeah, I got the benefit of that.
Bojangles.
And I got to be honest, it's nothing you did wrong. Bojangles, the chicken was a little dry this time. I was surprised. I was a little surprised. It was not as juicy. It was not as tender as it usually is. I think we got an old cut. I think we got something left over from the day before. They just reheated.
The slander of fillets and Bojangles during this segment is nothing that I want to.
You guys can have your, now please tell me when you get the filet, you don't ask them to cook it well. Please tell me you don't get it well done. Okay.
Are you insane?
Well, no, because some people do that. It's like whatever chance it had of being good is completely gone when you try to cook that thick a cut of meat. They will, at a good steakhouse, they will actually tell you, we won't do that. If you want it well done, we'll cook something else for you well done. We won't cook a filet well done because that's just, you ruin the flavor.
I'll tell you what, this might be a hot take, but if someone offers me a steak, I'm not asking how it's cooked. I just eat it.
Well, okay.
Like at a restaurant, if I'm ordering it, yes. But if someone's like, here's this steak, all I say is thank you and then put it in my belly.
That's not a hot take. And if someone brought a filet in here right now, I'm eating it. It's just, if you ask me what I would prefer, I'm never ordering filet. I'm always ordering a different cut of meat than that. Always. I want some marbling in it. Makes it good. Tyvis, you and I will go to a steakhouse sometime. We'll go get your barber to cut your hair in the parking lot, and then we'll go so you're comfortable, and then we'll go in and get us an actual steak. So you had your ear to the ground. Speaking of steak, speaking of filet, the best team in the NFL.
Yeah,
the team that I saw yesterday. I saw Todd Monken had some quotes. We'll play those in a second. But what are you hearing about the Browns, Tyvis? What are you hearing? Ear to the ground.
I heard that it wasn't a great day for the Browns. Buffalo's, when it comes to our defense, they say Buffalo's tight ends just carved us up. So they gave up 5 touchdowns to the tight ends. The tight ends of all people.
Yeah.
So that was a problem there. When it came to our offense, it started off with Deshaun. They said like the second play, Deshaun hit Casey Concepcion down the middle on like a seam route. And they said after that, it wasn't too many highlights after that. They had a couple of passes where Shador hit Malachi Corley on a nice little dig deep down the field, but they said it was a lot of checkdowns and stuff like that. And so much that I believe C.J. Gardner-Johnson said, what is this, check down city out here? So they was upset about that. So it wasn't a very predictable. In the run game, they said forget about it. It was non-existent for us. So we got a long way to go.
That's okay. Todd Monken talked to the media, and here's what Todd Monken had to say.
I like being stroked.
Whoops, sorry, wrong one. Here's what Todd Monken actually had to say. And you tell me if you're hearing high expectations for this offense from what Todd Monken said.
God, was that a lot of fun. Holy was that fun to compete against someone else. Their guys, our guys, got a lot of respect for the Bills. It got a little edgy, but not over the top. And that's exactly what you're looking for. Guys want to compete, right? Got a lot of pride in the way they perform. And I thought our guys, I can only speak to one side, obviously the field I was on, but it was awesome. And commend the Bills and our guys for, like I said, taking it to the line, but not going over the line.
So it was a fun day out there, and he was only looking at the offense. He wasn't over there with the defense. We'll get to them in a second. But what did Todd Monken think of the offensive performance?
It was fine. Do you like to turn it over in the red zone?
I love how what a fun day! What a day! And then it's like, how was the offense?
It was fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Very reassuring.
Just brought that.
I like being stroked.
That's right. It wasn't happening for you yesterday, buddy.
Did you know who got the pick, right?
No.
Jordan Hancock. Go Bucks.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
I sat there and I was like, well, you gotta love that.
Yeah, that's good. All right, here's the full Todd Monken quote on the offensive performance.
It was fine. Do you like to turn it over in the red zone? No. Do you like to miss an open touchdown? No. But again, we got a lot of good work going against someone different looks, right? So that was really good. I'll have to look at the film. The one thing I would say, maybe it was just me, it didn't look like we were out of place. It looked like we belonged. That's all we wanted to see, right? Do we belong? Does our first 11 give us a chance to move the ball and score? And I felt that way today.
So the red zone, they said that was Deshaun's worst period.
When they went to the red zone.
Said he overthrew Harold Fanning by 3 yards. Then they tried to run a jet sweep the next play to KC. That guy shut down. And then he threw the pick to Jordan Hancock. Wasn't a great day in the red zone.
Can I just, far be it from me to put expectations on this team, but Todd Monken said, we just wanted to look like we could compete out there.
That's loser talk.
It's 100%. It's you.
That's definitely.
What are you, Ball State coming into Ohio Stadium coming up here in a couple of weeks?
That's
no,
what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like. It's like we just hope we can compete with those guys, and we showed we belong. You're an NFL team, Todd. This is a salary cap league. Everyone should look like they belong. Nobody cares that you can lose games 17-14 or 21-14 or 14 is probably optimistic with this team, 13-10, whatever. Like, losses are losses in the NFL. You need to show, and again, I realize it's a joint practice. I realize, but this is the one they're putting the emphasis on. Am I wrong?
Absolutely.
They didn't say Saturday is when we want to see the real thing. This is the controlled
both teams
environment.
Are not supposed to be playing starters, allegedly.
This is when the starters are supposed to be. The idea is like Josh Allen's going to show you a little bit of something in this practice. You know what I mean? Like from the defensive side, we'll get to them, like I said. But offensively, just to hear Todd Monken, which that's his specialty and that's what he was focused on. And he's like, it's all right. I'm just glad we look like we belonged out there. But in the Reds, like, you should look like you belong between the 20s. Every team in the NFL looks like they belong. Every team in the NFL can move the football between the 20s. Am I wrong? Like, for the most part.
You're in the professional NFL. You
should be able to. It's the red zone where if you cannot score the football in the red zone, you will not win games.
Correct.
Period. End of story.
Correct.
So that's not exactly encouraging. But don't worry. This is the same organization where Jimmy Haslam was like, hey, is that over under? 5.5? Take over. And it's like, okay, great. So we look like we belong. Take the over on 5.5. Expectations in Berea are sky high.
Ready to go!
Great. How'd the defense look, Tyvis? I didn't see a lot of clips on social media from the defense.
You didn't see none.
I didn't see the Browns. I didn't see any of that.
It was so bad, I had to tweet about it. I'm like, man. I was doing the podcast with G. Bush because G was at practice yesterday. And I'm like, gee, I've been sitting here scrolling for like 10 minutes. I ain't seen not a mention. The only thing about defense that was said was Alex Wright hurt himself.
Oh, great. Yeah.
That's all I seen.
By the way,
what the heck happened? He said, Tyvis, it was nasty work. I'm telling you right now. They did whatever they wanted to do. I'm talking, they was carving them up on defense.
Great.
That's why ain't nobody saying nothing.
Hey, man, maybe it'll all work out. Maybe it'll all be fine. I think that everyone's kind of just penciled in up there. The defense will be fine. It's everyone says if they're quarterback away, just if they get quarterback play, this is a playoff team. You lost your defensive coordinator that they wanted to be the head coach or at very least remain as defensive coordinator. And he said no to staying as defensive coordinator in Jim Schwartz. And also a walking, talking Hall of Famer was traded away this offseason. It's like, oh, don't worry. We got this guy, Jared Verse, back, who I'm sure is going to be a very good, talented player, but no one's Myles Garrett, man. So we'll find out if all the young guys can up their game enough that it covers for those inefficiencies. But, yeah, it looks like they got a little hill to climb there for sure. All right, we'll give you an update on the NFL players trying to return to college football in 2 minutes. D-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
No crashes around the metro right now, but we are seeing some slowdowns at 70 and more of that southbound direction, closer towards that south side of Columbus, over by Alum Creek Drive. I think a lot of people are just using that ramp to head towards that area, so be careful and, of course, go slow. Also, we are noticing some intense fog towards that east side of Columbus, over by Etna. We are down to less than a mile of visibility, so, of course, once again, just be patient out on the roads. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
When it's too hot to go out, it's definitely too hot for your AC to go out. The Waterworks Heating and Cooling Pros are here to help. We offer fast repair and AC replacement for any cooling system when you need it. Plus, we're a premier Lennox dealer and can install an energy-efficient system for a great price. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit us online at thewaterworks.com. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results.
Saving on everything for your next project when you shop at Menard. fans. We carry a great in-stock selection of Hunter ceiling fans. They provide consistent comfort all year round and also help reduce energy costs. Shop Menards today and save big on Hunter ceiling fans. View our entire selection of Hunter ceiling fans today on Menards.com. Plus, check out our weekly flyer for more great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to That Lux Life. It's your boy, Will Winmore. Today's guest, the Millionaire Ball from the new Ohio Lottery Daily Draw game, Millionaire for Life. Hey-o! So if a player matches 5 numbers and the Millionaire Ball number, they win $1 million a year for life. Hey-o! Or $100,000 a year for life if they match just 5. Hey-o! Millionaire for Life is the game. Millionaire Ball is his name. Play Ohio's newest daily draw game for your chance to win for life. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at CapitalFordOfColumbus.com. The breakfast burrito of radio shows.
Okay, so far this breakfast has been a disaster.
Mostly because it's girthy and has a little bit of everything.
Need love too. Sure.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Hold on a second. Did I see this right?
I hope you didn't.
Brent Venables.
Oh, yeah. Did you
see that? A new
see
6-year contract extension for the Oklahoma head coach now through 2031. He's going to be averaging $10.5 million per year. Brent Venables. What is his? I need to go look up his record because I must have clearly blacked out on.
They went to the playoff
team last year. The playoff game.
That's right. I forgot. That was such a great
talking,
performance by them.
Who was I talking? Was I talking to y'all or was I talking to Josh? Where they was like, I'm gonna tell you right now, that first round of the playoff thing, that's not gonna. It was Josh. That first round of the playoff, because we was talking about when they go to, if they do go to the 2014.
Yeah, we were talking about this Friday after the show with Josh.
Yeah.
It was me, you, Josh, and Tyler Danberg.
Yeah, if they go to the 2014, if you make the first round of the playoffs and lose, that's not gonna save your job. You still might get fired.
This man is 32-20. In his 4 years as head coach at Oklahoma.
They started off bad.
They started off terrible.
Well, wait, let me...
Lincoln Riley took everyone and their mother with him to USC.
He did.
Let me back up.
Including Caleb Williams.
He did.
I did the thing that I vowed to myself I would not do.
And his quarterback is a gambler.
One that knows how to get away with it.
He knows how to just... Come on, just put it on the Venmo. That's easy enough. John Mateer's fine. It's all good.
My debt for Ohio State beating the Wolverines. Like, who puts that? Like, what are you doing?
Okay, here's the record. This is the 4-year record for Brent Venables, who, by the way, no argument, one of the best defensive coordinators probably in college football history. Would we all say that?
Yeah, Brent Venables.
I mean, he was Clemson, that dude as a defensive coordinator at Clemson.
And Oklahoma prior to that.
Prior with
right. Bob Stoops.
Was it Bob or was he there with Lincoln? Or did he start with Bob and then went to Clemson?
He started at Oklahoma in like 99.
That's right. I forgot all about that. You're right. Okay, my bad. So Oklahoma 2022 first season there 6-7. And do not do the hand. I will walk out of the studio. Stop it.
He just did it.
Stop.
Be a man of your word.
Cheez-It Bowl. They went to the Cheez-It Bowl. Loss. Okay. That's so.
What year is this?
2022.
Okay.
So that
6-7.
lost in the Cheez-It Bowl, sub 500 record.
Sound like Ohio State when we lost Jim Tressel.
Gator Bowl.
Gator Bowl.
Yeah. That's right. There you go. Oklahoma 2023 record was 10-3.
Okay, we was better than that. We was undefeated. But go ahead.
This is good. I like this framework. Let's keep it up. They then went to the Alamo Bowl and lost. Okay, not that the bowl games.
Who?
Let's see. I don't know. It just says they lost.
Arizona.
Okay, there you
go. Arizona.
What do you think the Alamo Bowl is getting like? Was it? Oh man, this wasn't Texas and Alabama.
Ain't no respectable loss like that. Arizona.
To add a little context, that was their last year in the Big 12.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Then they moved to the SEC. First year in the SEC.
Punch
again,
it bag.
Do the hand signal. 6-7. Armed Forces Bowl loss. So that's 3 bowl losses in a row. Again, bowl games not what they used to be, but not making the playoffs is also not happening at Oklahoma in those 3 years. Now, last year, like you said, they went 10-3. They 10-2 in the regular season then, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then they go into the bowl game where they were in the college football playoff first round. And what they do? Loss. So no postseason wins for him so far in 4 years at Oklahoma.
How much was the contract?
Not at Oklahoma State, at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And a combined record
Boomer Sooner
of 32-20. 20. How many losses does Ryan Day have at Ohio State? I don't think Ryan Day has 20 losses at Ohio State.
No.
I don't know if he has 10.
I think he's still in the single digits.
Nah, I would probably say
Maybe
he's
12?
around like 11 or 12.
Yeah,
Let me
okay.
check.
I'm just saying, like...
Well, yeah, he might be, actually.
I'll go look it up. I'm just saying, like, Brent Venables has been at Oklahoma for 4 years.
82 and 12, Ryan Day.
Okay. I'm just saying, Brent Venables has been there for 4 years and has 20 losses. How can you tell me that that's a guy who's worth $10 million a year as a head coach?
Because you're comparing him to Ryan Day. That's
not
why.
Dude, who's more his speed?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing we always get into. That's why we argue about Dan Lanning, because to me, people like Ryan Day are special. People like Kirby Smart are special. I'm tired of everyone comparing people to those guys and acting like everybody should be that. And if you don't have that, you don't have a good head coach. Not everybody. The reason why we're grateful for Ryan Day is because we know how hard it is to go 82-12.
Okay.
I always compare it to like Bo Pelini in Nebraska. They were not happy with 8 wins, 9 wins. And then what happened? They got greedy. They can't even get back to 8 or 9 wins. Some teams need to be the teams that win 8, 9, or 10 games. And right now, that's Oklahoma.
Is Dan Lanning a better coach than Kalen DeBoer?
I think so, but I don't think it's head and shoulders.
One of those guys got to a national. One of those guys got to a national championship game with not. I mean, I guess Oregon's not a power either perennially, but Washington, like, that's pretty spectacular.
That's
what he did
impressive.
there.
But people crap on Kalen DeBoer, acting like he didn't do that.
We're just comparing, Dan Lanning and Kalen DeBoer.
Let's go back though to Brent Venables. I just want to point out the reason he's getting compared to the guys that we're all talking about here is because he's making that much money.
Right.
Here are the salaries of the guys who make over $10 million a year. Okay, this is now from last year. I'm sure a lot of these guys have re-upped their deals. This is the latest data I can find quickly. Kirby Smart, 13.2. Ryan Day is at 12.5. We all know those guys' salaries got bumped. Lincoln Riley is at 11.5. Dabo's at 11.5, and that's all based partially on stuff that Brent Venables helped him build, right? Yeah. Steve Sarkisian's getting 10.8. Dan Lanning's getting 10.4. Kalen DeBoer's getting 10.2. Brian Kelly, in his fake, stupid accent, now on the sidelines, was getting $10.1 million a year. Makes sense of that. And the only other guy who was making over $10 million last year was Bill Belichick, which is just purely based on what he did in the NFL. Like, I'm just saying, all those guys, I don't think Brent Venables is in the same class. Not that those guys are great, but I don't think he's that good of a head coach. And last year, yes, they looked a little bit better. I'd have to go back and look at their schedule, but I thought it was pretty soft last year.
No, they're in the SEC. It can't be soft.
Oh, I forgot.
That's not possible.
You're right. You know what? That's my bad. That's me engaging. That's my loser talk. How dare I? So NFL players coming back to return to college football. I saw Greg Sankey talked about this. He said allowing athletes who have signed professional contracts back into college sports, quote, fuels disruption and should not be allowed, according to an affidavit filed in Louisiana courthouse last week. So obviously nobody in college football seems to be for this. Not the conferences usually sue the NCAA and get the rules changed, and then they all complain about it when the rules. But like in this case, even the conferences, even the most cheating ass conference in college football, the SEC, does not like the fact that, like, you just had a Browns tight end who entered the portal.
Yeah, you did.
Like the college football transfer portal. The first guy to do it was a Browns player, which was hilarious. I forget his name, but yeah, whatever.
It was Daquan and something.
Yeah, who doesn't matter. This is where we're at in college football now. Have you seen? People are asking the question, will Diego Pavia be able to come back? Because, he was suing the NCAA for this right.
It's either that or go to the
they don't want him in the NFL.
The Canadian Football League.
Now, what I heard from on that front, if you are curious, I heard that the Diego Pavia situation is different because Diego Pavia, he was a guy who is not in the 5-for-5 window because he started, I think, in 2020. So this would be his 6th year of college football. But if you remember, he sued the NCAA, lost. The lawsuit was, well, some of those years were spent at JUCO. And so, So, like, that shouldn't count.
But that doesn't matter now.
I don't know if it does or not.
It's 5 for 5. That's it. You get your 5 in however you get your 5 in. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Wait a minute. They was not counting JUCO now?
Well, that's Trinidad Chambliss. That's the whole thing with him. Because that's why he's back. Because they got an injunction. Because they said they said his JUCO status counted as like college time. He got an injunction, and that's why he's playing, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to follow all these stupid court cases.
Some powerhouse JUCO in Michigan that he was playing in, and then he transferred to Ole Miss. But yeah, they were trying to say that those years don't count.
Honestly, it won't surprise me if tomorrow we wake up and there's a lawsuit with Diego Pavi's name on it, and then he's back on some college roster because some judge gives him an injunction. That won't surprise me. But as of right now, they're saying that's not happening. Don't hold your breath. He probably will be playing. The Cavs are all in on whatever last season was. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Once again, all lanes are completely closed. 70 eastbound as well as 70 westbound over by Buckeye Lake. This, of course, is because of some major flooding happening in that area. Folks, if you have to travel, even passing places like Etna, Kirkersville, even Atherton this morning, definitely take 40 in that eastbound and again westbound direction to get you around this. We're not sure when this portion will reopen, but it could be as late as tonight. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Tomorrow, some of us will wake up and it will be our last day on this earth. It will be unexpected and without warning. Each year, 250,000 people will die from medical malpractice, the third leading cause of death in America. 43,000 will die in a car or truck crash. 6,000 will die working on the job. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and we represent many of these families. It's awful. Unfortunately, many times some of these family members are not speaking and never get to say, I'm sorry or goodbye. If you're at odds with a loved one, listen closely. Pick up the phone. Call them. Say you're sorry. I promise a huge burden will be lifted from your heart and your soul will be renewed. Even if you're not wrong in your own mind, it doesn't matter. Death is bad enough. Death without closure and love will follow you the rest of your days. Trust me on this. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial # law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost loan. With mortgage rates near their highest levels in almost 25 years, paying upwards of $15,000 to $20,000 at closing makes little sense, and Miller Lending wants to help. Now in our 40th year, our popular no closing cost program lets you simply close on today's rates, free of all mortgage-related costs, and refinance as rates fall. So why not pick up the phone for your no-cost quote today? 877-9-NO-COST. That's 877-9-NO-COST. Or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Scotty Vegas here, and I've had my Ford Bronco from Krieger Ford for a couple months, and let me tell you, best purchase ever. First oil change, Krieger Ford came right to my driveway. Krieger Ford on Morse Road. Best bet I've made in a long time. KriegerFord.com.
Recently, our company softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
The magic of Harry Potter is now at Tim's. Choose your Hogwarts house donut. Summon the refreshing flavor of sparkling Patronus, or seek out the delicious golden snitch Timbit. Try them all at Tim's.
At participating U.S. restaurants while supplies last.
It's your final splash of the season at Zoombezi Bay. It's the ultimate way to end your summer. Open weekends through Labor Day. Get your tickets at ZoombeziBay.com and end your summer at
Zoombezi Bay.
Football season is here. Make sure your internet is ready. Kinetic's 100% fiber gives you the fast, reliable connection to enjoy live football on YouTube TV and watch up to 4 live games at once with Multiview. Check real-time stats and catch more big plays without missing a snap. Take your game watching to a whole new level. Switch to Kinetic. Save up to $120 on your first year of YouTube TV. Visit GoKinetic.com for details. Subject to availability and eligibility. Terms, conditions, and restrictions apply. Cancel anytime. Kinetic. Internet better.
CEC Turf and Tractor is growing. We're proud to welcome Green & Sons Equipment's Mount Sterling and Marysville locations. Same hometown service you trust, now with the strength of one of Ohio's largest Kubota dealers. Visit CECTurfandTractor.com today.
ESPN senior NFL insider Adam Schefter joins Rothman and Ice every Wednesday at 12:30, and he works blue.
Okay. The NFL Playbook with Adam Schefter is sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
Indeed it is. The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis will put anything in his mouth on a dare. All right, almost anything. No, I stand by my previous statement. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
I think the only people who would defend Brett Venables getting $10.5 million a year
is people like Dilla.
Well, I was going to say people who are on cocaine. But
that's
Dylan, maybe
Dylan.
that's,
Don't start that rumor. Dylan likes to play with his nose a little bit.
At the very least, got to be on something. Because Dylan, have you recently visited a frat house at Penn State?
No.
Yes or no? Are you sure?
Have you been to Penn State?
I've never been to Penn State.
I just drove by it. I mean, we didn't drive by it. We drove past the exit for State College when we were going out to New York and back.
I'll be at Penn State week 3.
That's a fun drive out there, isn't it?
I am not driving out there.
Oh, you get to fly?
Yeah, I'm flying.
You get to land right in the Penn State airport?
Right in State College.
Look at you.
Now, the problem with
Big
landing
Ten Network's got that money.
The problem with that, though, is that it's not the getting there, it's the coming home because there's not many flights. So the flight times, like I got to get the time to be after the show ends, and it's not a lot of flights. So basically what I'm saying is I'm getting home Saturday night late.
I think I remember talking about that either last year or the year before. You've been doing this for a couple of years now, right?
I think this is my 4th.
Okay, yeah. So it was the year before that I remember you though saying it was when you did the you had the wrestling guys on, and I think they challenged you to do push-ups. Yeah, that was when you were still on
at Penn
State.
Yeah.
That was still when
Mike Hall.
When Mike Hall was still doing it. Yeah.
And we had to run out of there.
Yes, I remember you saying how you were like, as soon as it was over, you had to like rip your headset off and sprint to the car and sprint to the airport to make your flight. Because it was at what, like 12:15? You guys got off the air at like 11:55 or something
like that.
Yeah, it was something crazy.
That was a day right there. Boy, we had it set up. Things like, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get the golf cart right there. When we get done, we got to run to the golf cart. We're going to run you to your cars, and y'all just got to go.
Yeah. The reason, again, is the reason this was the answer is because everyone knows that it sucks to stay in State College any longer than you have to. So get out of there as soon as possible. But I don't want to drive
because I feel like it's like a 6 or 7 hour drive or something. I'm not doing that.
I think it's a minimum of 5 hours, to your point. That's a long-ass drive. To do that and then do it again the next day, yeah, that's tough. All right, so Cavs are all in on whatever the hell they're doing. They just signed James Harden. Now he is going to be he got a 3-year, $97 million contract extension. So he's back for next year and back for the next few years. But this now puts him over the $500 million mark in lifetime salary earnings in the NBA. He becomes the 8th player in NBA history to reach that figure on their current, I don't know what that means. This is just not 8th player in NBA history, 8th player in the NBA currently to reach that figure on their current deal. So here are the other guys that are on $500 million earnings that are playing in the NBA. Mm-hmm. LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Devin Booker, Paul George, Donovan Mitchell, and Joel Embiid. So you have 2 guys on the team for the Cavs that are both in their careers have earned over $500 million.
Devin Booker made that much money.
It's crazy, right?
Dang.
That is, I feel like, not that he's a bad player, but I do feel like that amount of money is ski mask territory for him. Is it not? Like that's a little bit. I don't know what happened to Devin Booker. Like Devin Booker
had like
the Suns suck and they're on the West Coast, so no one talks about them.
No, but like he kind of fell off lately. Like the year that they, all the way up into the year when they got Chris Paul and they went to the championship, like to that point in years prior to, like he was cooking. Like he was balling. Now before they got Chris Paul, he was nothing because you didn't pay attention to the Suns. But after that, like he had a moment where he was like one of the top guards, and now I don't know where he is.
Devin Booker had a signature shoe. Has a signature shoe.
He does.
Like I'm saying, like that's the level of player we're talking about. They don't just give those out to anybody.
But he is not. It's like he kind of quiet down. I don't even know what his stats was last year. Now the Suns definitely was trash.
No, I know. I on the Cavs front.
It's Kevin Durant's fault.
Who was the guy you were all excited about yesterday that the Cavs
Peyton Watson.
Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't excited about it. I was just saying that's what happened.
You're bringing it up. And then Dylan was like, I guess we're not talking about that today because I was like, what's his name?
Peyton Watson from the Nuggets. Peyton Watson, if you don't know who Peyton Watson is, he was a guy who he was the 30th pick. He got drafted by somebody, got traded on draft night. Make a long story short, he ends up in Denver. Didn't really do much, like came off the bench. Last year, he had an increase in his role as a player on the team. And with that, he went on to average, like not average. He had a 49% field goal percentage. I think he averaged somewhere around 20 points. And he shot 41% from the three-point line. Now, the question is this who he is? Or did he benefit from, like, the Joker and all these other people, and Jamal Murray and stuff like that? So the Cavs is rolling the dice and taking a gamble on this is who he is as a player. So we shall see.
He is a replacement for Max Strus.
Correct, because they have not had a big wing since LeBron James left the building.
Yeah, so we'll see what that does for the Cavs. I remain confident that the Cavs will be a team that is just going to eke themselves into conference finals territory and do nothing more than that. And not that that's bad, but when you have your hopes and sights set on another championship, as I think every fan base who has had, like where the Cavs have been the last few years, where they've had best record in the East, best record in the NBA, all that stuff. Over the last few years, those have been things that have happened.
Nobody cares.
No, I mean, the regular season, it matters. It's good that you have that success.
No, it does not matter.
No, it matters if you're a season ticket holder. It matters when you go to the games and they're fun and you go win the games. But
it will be fun.
But everybody wants rings, and I don't blame them. I want rings too. And if you're a Cavs fan, you should be wanting more than these type of moves.
Why go for a ring in the next year or two when you can have Evan Mobley long term?
Oh, well, this is the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cavs have decided that their whole front office is centered around keeping one specific person very happy in that organization.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yep. And that's it. So they've decided they're going to make him happy.
Who's actually on this list for the $500 million lifetime earnings?
See, to me, that would be all you need to do to keep me happy is give me $500 million. And then if it's like, hey, we're thinking of trading this guy or moving on from this guy. I mean, I'd want to be loyal. I'd want my guys that I want to be there. But at the end of the day, I'm not the GM. You got to do what you got to do. You give me $500 million, I say, all right, man. What's that Orgeron's line? Where do you want me to go? What door do you want me to leave at?
What time you want me going and what door you want me at?
I'd say when's practice and who are my teammates and who do you want me to pass the ball to? How many, let's work this out. I'm fine with it. If you give me $500 million, I don't also need to have roster control, I guess is what I'm saying.
So LeBron and KD are the only ones that have earned $500 million. All the other guys you mentioned will get to $500 million by the time the deal they're on right now is over.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So these that's why it seems like some of these dudes are too young to do it. They technically haven't done it yet.
They'll on their deal, which is guaranteed, that when it comes to fruition. Is that James Harden's deal? This number didn't put him over yet.
No.
When the deal is done in 28, 29, something like that, then he will hit the over $500 million.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine. Do we have a voicemail to play, by the way?
Yeah, do you want it right now?
No, let's save it. Let's play it in the next segment. We got a voicemail that came in that we wanted to play. And by the way, we haven't even plugged the voicemail line yet. 614-460-8010. You can leave us a voicemail. You can let us know your thoughts on, I don't know, headphones, steak, the Cavs, Brent Venables, or possibly the Browns having no offense and no defense. It's up to you.
And NFL players coming back to college. We talked about that
all
too.
that. Diego Pavia is possibly our short king, may come back to college. Who knows? Anyway, all that is on the table, plus a lot more. In fact, we haven't even got to it. The Browns aren't the only team that had a joint practice yesterday. The Bengals did as well. What happened in that? We'll tell you next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Looking at a few crashes south of the city this morning. First up, outside of Urban Crest, expect some lane closures on that I-71 northbound ramp to 270 eastbound. We also have some repairs going on right now just outside of Groveport, so it's 270, that westbound ramp to Alum Creek Drive. It is causing some backup, so go slow and be careful. And then not too far away, another crash. The right shoulder is blocked on 270 east, just passing 23. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us, bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Coghlan Kia of Dublin is now open, and we're offering grand opening savings at all 4 Coghlan Kia locations. Get 0% financing on select new 26 Kia Sportage and Sorrento. Pay 0 out of pocket when you lease a new 27 Seltos or 26 Sportage for $375 a month for 36 months. Get grand opening savings at Coghlan Kia. Coghlan has the car for you.
With approved credit, 0% for 48 months equals $20.83 per 1,000 finance through Kia Motor Finance. Leases include 10,000 miles per year with 20 cents per mile over penalty. Excludes tax, title, and registration. No security deposit. See dealer for details and 831.26.
Every year, summer ends and the kids go back to school. This year, I'm going back too, at My Computer Career. They helped me get financial aid, and I got to choose online or on-campus classes to fit my needs. Now I'm on a fast track to a high-demand IT career where the rewards can finally match my value. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu. It's never too late to go back to school.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Out here, you know the drill. Animals are hungry, dogs are getting muddy, and you just noticed you're low on feed. Stocking up at Tractor Supply is easy on your wallet with our unbeatable prices on select shavings, retriever dog food, and Producer's Pride animal and poultry feed. From backyards to barnyards, we've got everything to keep your pets, animals, and livestock well fed and comfortable with low prices all summer. At Tractor Supply.
They say
gigantic overdraft fee.
At Right Pat Credit Union, we say, hey, mistakes happen to the best of us. They say,
due to high call volumes, wait times may be longer than expected.
We say, how'd the kids' soccer match go? They say,
gotta maximize those shareholder returns.
We say, you deserve better. Right Pat Credit Union. Banking done right. Federally insured by NCUA.
Common Man and Timmy here for our friends at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Mikey, there's so much fun this month. It's just fantastic.
We've got Sun-Kissed Summer Saturday drawings where you can win up to $500 in pen cash, plus all-you-can-eat crab legs still going on.
You mean the Canadian snow crab legs, corn on the cob, and Hawaiian rolls every Tuesday?
Of course. Plus the last Saturday in the month, play the Queen's Gamble for a chance to win up to $5,000 in pen cash.
$5,000? Must be 21 to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Common Man and Bob Capace here. So, Bob, you got this ring builder thing on your website.
Yep, you pick the diamond, the setting, customize your own engagement ring before you even come in this store.
I actually tried it.
You did?
It was ridiculously easy.
See, if Common Man can build a perfect ring online,
anybody can, because I'm dumb.
Then book an appointment and we'll help make it exactly the way you designed it.
That's why I always tell people, I know a guy. You too can design your own engagement ring with the ring builder at worthingtonjewelers.com. If I can do it, anyone can.
Worthington Jewelers, where Columbus gets engaged.
Nothing feels better on a hot summer day than coming home to a nice air-conditioned house. If your AC is on the fritz, don't sweat it. Call the pros at the Waterworks Heating and Cooling. We service all makes and models and can provide great savings on a Lennox home comfort system that delivers that perfect feeling. The Waterworks Heating and Cooling Services. Call us at 614-232-2222 and schedule fast service today. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results.
This year, I'm going back to school at My Computer Career. They helped me get financial aid, and I chose between online or on-campus classes to fit my needs. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take their free career evaluation. It's never too late to go back to school.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Sleep Better Columbus can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Cleveland Browns hosted the Buffalo Bills for a joint practice in Berea yesterday. Head coach Todd Monken said he liked what he saw from his starting offense.
It didn't look like we were out of place. It looked like we belonged. That's all we wanted to see, right? Do we belong? I mean, does our first 11 give us a chance to move the ball and score? And I felt that way today.
On the diamond, Gavin Williams had 11 strikeouts in just over 5 innings of work for the Guardians in a 5-2 victory over the Giants for their first home series win in almost 2 months. While down in Cincinnati, the Reds lost 10-9 to the St. Louis Cardinals after an epic meltdown in the 9th inning. Cincy has lost 5 of their last 7 games. This update is brought to you by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, and trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register today at roosterswings.com.
One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's T-Bone. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Trey Brown knows ball.
Oh, in the chat?
Yeah, they are in there. Don't know how they got to B-dubs.
I can tell you. So, wasn't that the sponsor on your Sports Center read?
It was Roosters.
Roosters. Never mind. Screw that. Roosters is superior to whatever they're talking about in the chat.
This is a fact.
We love Roosters.
Facts.
However, Cam in the chat said B-Dub's boneless wings for breakfast in the morning is always the best, which
I've never even known.
I don't even know how that started. I don't know. Well, I don't know how early or late your morning has to start for you to be able to eat B-Dubs for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they're cooking right now.
Nah.
I don't think any of these places are. Although Roosters,
it must be leftovers.
That might be a market that's open for you. I'm just saying.
Roosters open in the bird for breakfast?
No, I'm saying they should. And then guess who would promote the hell out of that?
We would.
You know, right here, right now.
That would be a show from there.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Yeah.
First of all, I will not accept any positive B-Dubs talk. B-Dubs is ass.
First of all, you going to accept this one because Trey Brown knows ball. He said the only flavors that are good from B-Dubs is Asian Zing and garlic parm. And I'm here to tell you, that guy knows ball.
Asian Zing is
I would rather go get Asian Zing or what's the other one you said?
Garlic parm.
Garlic parm
also
from
good.
Anywhere else that serves wings.
Well, see, all right. Here's what Cam said. Cam said
you would like the Asian Zing because it's very similar to the sweet and spicy from
Don't ever put them in the same breath ever again.
I was telling you,
Please don't do it.
Sauce flavor, the flavor of that sauce is about the same.
Am I wrong? Is Asian Zing similar to like the sweet Thai chili, or am I making that up?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
Okay,
in the family.
okay. Because I do love a sweet Thai chili. When I see that, that's my go-to.
Correct.
But no, Cam in the chat said every Thursday I get BOGO wings. I save the other 10 for breakfast. So that's why he's eating wings for breakfast. I see now what we're talking about.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, well. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I want the whole wing. I actually want the whole thing. That's what I'm talking about. That sounds good to me. Hey, by the way, we have a voicemail, 614-460-8010. I mean, we get a lot of voicemails, but this one I thought was pertinent to some things we've been talking about the last couple days. Go ahead and give me that, Dylan, whenever you're ready.
Hey, guys. My name is Kayla. I listen to you guys every single day and love you. So I heard you talking about Batman and Metal Gear Solid the other day ago on the show, and love them both. And I want to pose a question. Who would beat each other in a battle, Batman or Solid Snake?
Ooh. This one hurts. This one hurts me because, one, shout out to Kayla.
Yes, thanks for listening,
Metal
Kayla.
Gear Solid. Look, that's what I'm talking about, man. This is one game that can bring the world together, and that's Metal Gear Solid. Anyways, I love Snake. Like, Snake is like somebody I idolized as a kid. You know, I used to get like a bandana tied around my head like Snake, like a little tie, because I used to see Snake do it because I used to play the game. Batman would dog him.
Oh, wow.
Batman would dog him.
Wow.
Is that a hot take?
I think he would. I don't think it would be close. I'm
not as familiar with Metal Gear Solid, to be fair. I didn't play as many video games in that realm. I do know the only thing I know from Metal Gear Solid, though, is that Solid Snake's badass.
Yes.
I do know that.
Yes.
So my question is, like, are you saying that about Batman because Batman has all the gadgets and the toys and the...
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So it just has to do... All right. Well, what if we Ra's al Ghul them and put them in that pit together?
Ra's al Ghul is messing Snake up.
No. Ra's al Ghul is also like, you feel like that. See, I'm saying if you put him and Bruce Wayne, strip away all the Batman stuff,
and
you put those two down in the pit and say one of you gets out.
Strip away all the Batman stuff.
Then he would be just a guy.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying.
But
It's
Snake has gadgets too. You got to. We're not just going.
That's what I'm asking. I'm saying I don't know what Snake has because I didn't play the game as much.
If
So
you're
that's my
talking
question.
about just like if they just doing combat, like moves like that, I think Snake probably might edge that one out.
Okay. Okay. That's because I didn't know if you just meant that, like, in every way Bruce Wayne / Batman is superior.
No.
Okay.
No, like hand-to-hand combat, Snake is pretty good.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you modeled your life after him, and then you're like, this guy sucks.
If you want to throw guns in there, he's really good.
Okay, guns, but not. Once we get into what do you have a bat toy? Do you have a bat gun? Do you have a bat wing? Do you have a bat grappling hook? Do you have a bat?
He
don't have Alfred.
He's not rich.
That's the difference. They're doing a lot of the same stuff. Batman got more money, so he's got the better equipment.
Yeah, he does. And you know what? I hope. Have they made a Metal Gear Solid movie? Is that a thing?
I don't think so.
No, but they need to.
Why don't we do that? Then we could have this like on screen, and then we could combine the universes.
Batman's going toe to toe with Superman, an invincible alien, and Snake is fighting just casual criminals.
Correct.
Like there's nothing to discuss.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure we covered all the ground there. Also, covering all the ground, you hit me with this text last night, and shame on me for forgetting. We didn't talk about this enough.
Shame on you.
Shame on me. Bad Buckeye, bad basketball fan. Last night,
I can't believe you wasn't locked into this.
OSU hoops legend Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah,
best player on her team in the WNBA. By the way.
This is facts. Just as much facts as Batman would beat Solid Snake. Kelsey Mitchell, best player on the Indiana Fever. Say it with your chest. That's right. Don't feel ashamed of that take. Because what did she do last night?
37.
37 points for the Indiana Fever.
But she also broke the record for most consecutive 20-point games.
Yes.
It was previously held by Asia Wilson. She had 20 exactly. Kelsey Mitchell has now 21 and counting.
Yes. Now, don't look up the result if you were rooting for.
They lost the game. Kelsey had 37.
It's not her fault. Okay, she did everything she could.
It's because Caitlin Clark had 10 points and was 4 for 15 from the field. That's.
I'm trying to tell everyone who will listen. She is good. She is fantastic. She is talented.
And
she is not like that, like you think she is.
Was balling last night. I turned to that game and I seen her. She scored like 9 straight points, and it was to the point where like she was. You know when you on fire, when the player's on fire and they feeling it. Usually it's one hater on the team that try to like cool them down and shoot a shot they shouldn't. Yeah. No, Dallas was like, no, she cooking. Give her the ball. Give her the ball. And every time she got it, she would cross, step back, shot, and bucket. I was like, yeah, she on another level right now. So.
Did I see AZ Fudd?
She's out for the year. Yeah. I think it's a knee or something. But
number 1 pick for the Wings. Yeah. Now, who was the number 2 pick?
Olivia Miles.
And Olivia Miles has been serving up nothing but anything you want, she's got it.
If they don't win the championship this year, I'll be shocked.
The Lynx, Minnesota? Yeah. Olivia Miles people are calling this like Jordan and Sam Bowie. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like,
Can it at least be Jordan and Hakeem?
First of all,
they're like, people are already saying it's the biggest mistake.
That's not
and
true.
Dallas basically decided to pick Paige Becker's girlfriend to join the team over like the best player in the draft.
If you're talking about fit, the Dallas did the right thing for fit because Olivia Miles is a ball dominant guard.
Yes. Let's get in the WNBA.
They have Paige Becker.
We will. You know why?
They also have Paige Becker.
Because I saw how many of you hated my tweet about the Chargers wearing the everybody watches women's sports tweet. So we're going to do this for a couple minutes because I agree with Tyvis what he's got to say because it's spot on. Go ahead.
AZ Fudd fits what Dallas needs. They already had Enrique and Paige for guards. They needed a shooter to come out there and space the floor. AZ brings that to the table for the wing.
There you go. So see, this is if you like. Now, don't even come to me and say I love basketball. I just can't watch the WNBA. Well, then you're dumb. Because if you like basketball, I don't know how you can't watch the WNBA. Now, was I watching last night? No. Bad basketball fan. That's on me.
You were watching middle school football. You were busy.
I was, dude.
Did your middle school win, the one you were cheering for?
On a last-second drive.
Oh, so it was good.
Yeah, Bunseled Middle School. Last-second play. They had 2 seconds left. They're down inside the 10. 1 play to go. They snap the ball. They try to throw a pass. Kid runs out. I don't know his name. He's playing quarterback for our team. Runs around, looks, and then says, JT Barrett style, I'm going to tuck it and get in there. Bounced off a couple guys, found his way to the end zone. Ball game. Game over, spun the ball.
Nice.
It was great.
That's
Won
nice.
6-0 because it was the first game of the 8th grade season. But the 6 happened right when they needed to.
Yes.
6-0.
And then guess what? Here's the worst part about junior high or middle school football is then after that all happens, everybody celebrates, and the other team just walks right back out on the field, 5th quarter. Because they do the
5th quarter.
They do the 5th quarter for like the second team kids that didn't get to. They like have a quarter.
What?
You're not serious.
They do. They have.
Whoa.
Yeah, they do this.
This is the participation trophy stuff I've been talking about.
It's getting. They only They only do it.
No, we ain't doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and tell my kid, go ahead, we gone. We gone.
If you couldn't play in the first 4 quarters, I'm sorry.
We gone.
There's no 5th quarter for you.
Here's the thing I hate to say. As a cheerleader dad, my kid starts the entire time. So, like, I was good after 4 quarters, and I said to her, watch all the backups, and I'm like, my kid's been playing. I'm done. Like, I'm out. But no, we're
not even going to play that game.
That's wild that they implement that.
They don't do they don't do it for every game. I think it's just early in the season to make sure some of these kids get a little extra work because they do need backups in case, stuff happens. But I'll tell you right now, one thing that they need in middle school football, just call up the soccer team and let somebody kick, man. Nobody kicks field goals. Like, they don't even try. Because it's like, how hard is it to find a kid who can kick a ball 25 yards? Like, you should be able to. No, it's not. There's tons of kids playing soccer, but they won't call them. Whatever. I got my problems with the way kickers get treated in college football. That's in high school football. That's a whole other thing. All right, we didn't get to talk about the Bengals. I want to give them a full segment. Next, Bengals, joint practice. What happened? We'll talk about it. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
I-70 in both directions is still completely shut down near Buckeye Lake. On the far east side of Columbus, that's where we're still seeing a lot of flooded roads in that area. Lots of ponding out in the distance, which is why cars and semis, trucks aren't able to get through. Use US 40 as your alternate route, again, in that eastbound or even westbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
If you dread dealing with your insurance more than you dread build-it-yourself furniture, with extremely vague instructions.
What are these? Hieroglyphics?
Then you might have Insuranoia. You should have NJM Insurance. They go to great lengths to do what's best for their policyholders.
Columbus, we expect the best from our team every week on the field. Shouldn't we expect the same from our home's water? For more than 90 years, Culligan has helped families enjoy better water in their homes. Our industry-leading whole-home water filtration systems deliver cleaner, great-tasting water at every tap. With 4 locations across Central Ohio, Culligan is Columbus's water treatment expert. And for a limited time, get Culligan water in your home for as little as $9.95 per month for the first 3 months. See CulliganWaterColumbus.com. Limited time offer. Participating dealers.
AR, between road trips and hauling gear, you ever think about a Suburban?
Absolutely. I could fit everybody and every animal in there. McDaniel GM Superstore. Got my truck there, and it was the easiest deal I've ever made.
No hidden fees?
None. And right now, the 26 Suburban is up to $10,000 off MSRP.
10 grand, that's money left in your pocket and the space you need.
Terms and conditions apply for qualified buyers. Head to McDaniel GM Superstore, north on 23 off Route 95 in Marion. McDanielGMSuperstore.com.
Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Everybody thinks they're a great driver. Outlaw Motor Speedway gives you the chance to prove it. Experience professional racing simulators, full motion rigs, and some of the world's iconic tracks right here in Grandview. Race your friends, join a league, or bring the office out for an unforgettable corporate event. And when the checkered flag drops, keep the night going with great food and drinks here or next door at Agave and Rye. Then climb back in the driver's seat and see who's got what it takes. Book your race today at outlawsimracing.com.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Football season is here. Make sure your internet is ready. Kinetic's 100% fiber gives you the fast, reliable connection to enjoy live football on YouTube TV and watch up to 4 live games at once with Multiview. Check real-time stats and catch more big plays without missing a snap. Take your game watching to a whole new level. Switch to Kinetic. Save up to $120 on your first year of YouTube TV. Visit GoKinetic.com for details. Subject to availability and eligibility. Terms, conditions, and restrictions apply. Cancel anytime. Kinetic. Internet better.
Fall is a season of change, and Hinderer Motor Company is turning over a new leaf with big savings. This is Justin Hinderer. Right now, any one of our participating locations is paying up to $3,500 over Kelley Blue Book value. That's right. Drive in your current vehicle and leave with one of ours today. Don't wait. The leaves are falling and so are the prices. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app, available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app, free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Do you feel that? The season is getting closer. Buckeye football comes your way in 15 days. Every game, every season. Proud to be your flagship home for Ohio State football. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're ending the work week on a high note for sure. Maybe a little bit of fog out there early on. Otherwise, we have a mostly sunny sky throughout the day. Highs end up around 81. For your Saturday, increasing clouds with some scattered showers and storms popping up in the afternoon. 1 or 2 of those could be strong. We'll see highs around 80. For the Fan, I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Justin Gertz.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, there's been a lot of smoke and mirrors about the Cincinnati Bengals this offseason. They went in and got this great defense. All the guys are returning. Joe Burrow is healthy. So it made me think, what is the probability that they will win the Super Bowl this year? Well, on Kalshi, they're trading at 5% right now, meaning $100 will win you $1,875.29. Seems like a great investment because on Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability change, you can buy in and out of your position, trade the draft, pick the game, and more on Kalshi. Download the Kalshi app and use the code POWELL, that's POWELL, to get up to $500 in bonus credit when you trade $25. Kalshi, trade on anything. Got to be 18 or older to play. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Kalshi products are not available in all jurisdictions. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
Well, Tyvis, you bring up the Bengals, and the Bengals had their joint practice with the Bears yesterday, and they did not allow video at the practice from the reporters. So you don't have a lot of video from the actual reporters, but by all accounts, Bengals defense was great. Now, I did see a video posted by the Bengals social media account, which obviously they can post their own stuff. And it showed a video of Dexter Lawrence busting through the offensive line, shedding his block, getting in the quarterback's face. I did not actually pay attention to see if it was Caleb Williams or not. I should probably go back and double check that. But in either case, whoever was playing quarterback went to throw the ball. He got in his face, tipped it up in the air to himself, and intercepted it. This man, I'm telling you, I feel like if I'm a Bengals fan, I am more excited about Dexter Lawrence than I am any player other than any other player on the roster.
Whoa.
No, I mean,
the quarterback is Caleb Williams.
It was Caleb Williams. All right. So I'm just saying, like, Dexter Lawrence looked from that's one play, but everything you hear about him is how he is changing the culture on defense. He is a dude of dudes when it comes to play. We already know that, but he's apparently not slowed down once he got to Cincinnati. This is all preseason. This is all practice. But I don't think I've heard anybody talked about better than I've heard Dexter Lawrence talked about around the NFL in this preseason. Have you?
No. And it's so funny because he's doing all the things that I said. When they traded for him, and I said the defensive tackle is a position that is very important because it stops the run. But what he brings to the table is he's a great pass rusher. And if you can get that rush from down the middle, that changes everything.
Oh, yeah.
From a quarterback standpoint to a running back standpoint. Like, the one thing, if you ask any running back what's one thing they hate to get the ball and have to stop their feet and change direction. Like, they don't want to do that. They want to get it, hit it, and go. But when you got that vertical push, it's hard to do those things. So you stopping your feet in the backfield. And then as for a quarterback, you want to evade left or right. When it's right down the middle, it's like in your lap and it's like on you really fast. So yeah, Dexter Lawrence is a big piece. He's going to definitely change the outcome. If those corners, like I say, if them corners do a great job this season, and they ain't got to be like all pro or anything, but if they do a pretty good job of being close in coverage, that will change the trajectory of that defense.
No, to your point, like, some of the worst sacks. I know you're talking about Dexter Lawrence coming up the middle and like rushing that way, but the blitzes up the middle when those are the ones that look the worst. Like a quarterback looks like an idiot.
Yeah.
Where he's like looking left, looking right, and then all of a sudden, like he turns to look, and then there's just a guy right there, and it's like he just cradles and gets knocked over, and it's always like, how did you not see that guy? He came right up the middle. It's like because they're never looking up the middle.
Yeah.
They're looking to the edges. That's where where 90% of the game is.
Should get sacks because the quarterback should evade the middle and run to him, and it should fall right in his lap.
Yeah, right. Well, they're going to have to be conscious of that. But yeah, if they can get the pressure up front that they have been desperately needing from that defensive tackle spot, maybe this Bengals defense will actually be fixed. And if that's the case, then it's on your offense. And then it's on some guy named Joe Burrow. Not sure if we've ever heard of him. Joe Burrow, though, does not shy away from the expectations. You have heard lots of quotes like this from the Bengals. This is what he said yesterday about not putting things off, not saying, well, the future's bright in Cincinnati. No, he wants the future to be now.
I'm trying to put it out into the world. I'm trying to manifest it. I'm trying to show our guys the urgency that I have and that I want us to have as an organization to go and make it happen. You know, you can keep pushing it down the road, or you can talk about it now and say this is the year. And you know, I'm tired of saying next year. This is it. You know, your life is too short to keep pushing things down the road, and I'm trying to instill some urgency and some intensity in everybody to go and be great every day and try to go make it happen.
Do you feel like it's got to be now or never?
That's how I'm treating it, for sure. That's how I'm treating it.
Well, whatever.
That's what I got to say about that. This
Why,
dude,
Dylan?
just shut up and do it. Like, that's all he's done all offseason is talk about how this is the best team he's ever been on, how they're ready to win a Super Bowl. I've never seen a team that missed the playoffs 3 years in a row get so much hype over signing a defensive tackle that had half a sack last year, Boya Mafe, who ranks like 50th among pass rushers, and Jonathan Allen. Like, this defense was really bad. Will it be better? Yes. People are acting like they now have the 85 Bears and Joe Burrow. Like, I don't understand it. They'll probably win 10 games because they literally have the weakest schedule in the league. But I fully expect when they make the playoffs for them to just lose, and then people will move the goalpost and be like, well, they made the playoffs for the first time in 4 years, so there's a step, when the expectations right now are Super Bowl. And I don't understand it. They haven't been good. They haven't made the Super Bowl in 4 years, and people are acting like that was just the other day. They have stunk for a few seasons in a row. Even Joe Burrow's healthy. Joe Burrow was healthy 2 years ago. They didn't make the playoffs.
They've only stunk for 2 seasons.
Well, wait, hold on.
And the reason that they didn't do well when the year that Joe Burrow 2 years ago when Joe Burrow
why was that?
had the most yards passing, Chase had the triple crown.
Yeah, he finished like fourth in MVP, and he would have finished first if they were any good.
They started off so slow.
They always do that.
I know, and I keep telling you that's the biggest problem with them. And they try to play catch up at the end, and it's just they dig themselves too deep in the hole. But when you talk about, like last year, I think Joe Burrow got hurt, so that was the part of that problem. But
there's always an excuse.
But 3 years ago, they lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, right? Because that was the game where the defensive tackle or DN pushed Patrick Mahomes out of bounds, and they called the late hit, and then they went and kicked the field goal to win the game. So it's only been 2 seasons, and one of the seasons, Joe Burrow was hurt.
Well, this is
really not as crazy as you making it seem.
Here's the thing, that, like, to your point, Tyvis, I mean, go look at some of those games from 2 years ago when they were awesome, like offensively. They lost games 26-25, 38-33, 41-38, the 35-34, 34-27, 44-38. Like, those are the things that Bengals fans point to and say, God, if only like half of those games. And by the way, they had wins too that were 37-27, 30-24. Like, the point is, the offense did not stop scoring 2 years ago with largely a similar cast to what you have now. The defense was objectively one of the worst defenses I've ever seen. And everyone at the time, including us, all were saying on our various shows, like, if you just get regular defensive play, top 20 defensive play out of that team, they're a not just playoff team, they're probably a borderline Super Bowl team because of how good the offense was.
Yep.
Last year, Joe Burrow's hurt. Throw out your results. Whether that's fair or not, Dylan, to your point, like, now they've added some guys who no one says they're the 85 Bears defense. But if they are a top 20 defense, and if that offense can be what it was 2 years ago, that's a tall order too. I don't know that means it's just pencil that in.
In the NFL, the number is 20. If you can hold a team under 20, especially with Cincinnati, like, you will win a lot of games. And I think that's where all Cincinnati fans and a lot of NFL people are looking. It's like, if last year they ranked as one of the worst defenses, if they get to top 20 and can hold a team to 21 or less, they will win more games than they lose if that offense continues to stay cooking and Joe Burrow stays healthy.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're doing anything as long as Zach Taylor's there. Once he moves on, then let's consider him.
It's never been the offense, though. I think that's probably why they don't want to move on from Zach Taylor, because it's not like the play calling is bad. They score up a lot of points. They just don't have a defense.
I don't know if the play calling isn't bad. I think a lot of times Joe Burrow just looks at it and says, nah, we're doing this. And then when he's healthy, he fixes it.
If Joe Burrow is switching plays and calling his own plays in the huddle, then that's an indictment on the coach.
It is. But I think every time you've heard Joe Burrow talk, and I think Dylan, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in your head, but hearing how you talk about this, like, I think Joe Burrow annoys you because he's basically, this can be read as him saying, I want to win now, but this can also be read as him saying, he said multiple times in there, the organization, the culture around here. Like, he's not just talking about the guys he plays football with. He's talking about the front office. And he's saying, you guys need to stop thinking that it's next year. It's now. And that could be a signal that, and if it's not now, I'm out of here. And I think that's That's the bigger issue I think the Bengals have is like, it's not just the pressure on the players to get the job done. It's the pressure on winning while Joe Burrow is still wanting to play for you before he decides, never mind, I'm out of here.
If he leaves, he ain't going to find two receivers like that. That's how I know.
Dude, I'm telling you.
You know what? He could go to Minnesota. Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
Yeah, that could be the case. We're going to stay in the NFL. We're actually going to talk a little bit of Browns football. Aditi Kinkhabwala, CBS Sports. She was at Browns practice, I think. Was she at Browns practice? She's doing
not sure. She's doing
what? Let me rephrase. She is going to be doing sidelines for the game this weekend for the Browns. So we'll talk to her about how it's going this preseason with the Browns in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
On the west side, the right lane is blocked on I-70 West, just passing Hilliard Rome Road South. And be careful, we are starting to see some backups by that 70 and 270 interchange. On the southwest side, expect some lane closures on that 71 northbound ramp to 270 eastbound with a crash out there. Then not too far away, another crash. This time around, it's going to be the 270 eastbound direction at 23. That right shoulder is restricted. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
The magic of Harry Potter is now at Tim's. Choose your Hogwarts house donut, summon the refreshing flavor of sparkling Patronus, or seek out the delicious golden snitch Timbit. Try them all at Tim's.
At participating U.S. restaurants while supplies last.
At Wright Pat Credit Union, we are owned by our members, not shareholders. So our only bottom line is you.
What's the catch?
There isn't one. I mean, I guess you have to be a member.
Uh-huh. And what's that cost?
Oh, there's no monthly cost.
Oh, but there's a bunch of eligibility restrictions, right?
No. If you live here, you can bank here.
No catch. What is this?
It's banking done right. Wright Pat Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Coghlan Kia of Dublin is now open, and we're offering grand opening savings at all 4 Coghlan Kia locations. Get 0% financing on select new 26 Kia Sportage and Sorrento. Pay 0 out of pocket when you lease a new 27 Seltos or 26 Sportage for $375 a month for 36 months. Get grand opening savings at Coghlan Kia.
Coghlan has the car for you. With approved credit, 0% for 48 months equals $20.83 per 1,000 finance through Kia Motor Finance. Leases include 10,000 miles per year with 20 cents per mile over penalty. Excludes tax, title, and registration. No security deposit. See dealer for details and 831.26.
When it's time to replace your roof, siding, or gutters, trust matters. That's why homeowners across Central Ohio have voted Newman Roofing City Scene Magazine's best roofing company 5 years in a row. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today to schedule your free estimate.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. No, I've never heard of the band on T-Bone's shirt either. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joining the program via the Bryant Heating and Cooling System fan guest hotline, Aditi Kinkhabwala of CBS Sports. Aditi, you got a chance to be on the sideline with the Browns for the first game in Chicago. How do you think Deshaun Watson looked in that first outing?
Very comfortable, very steady. Didn't look like someone who hadn't played a game in 22 months. I loved that Todd Monken called for a quarterback sneak on 4th and 1. Deshaun didn't love it, but I loved it because if he had any anxiety or jitters or nerves about his body, clearly that was sort of eradicated or taken care of on that play. He made smart decisions. You can see that he can handle the operation quickly. He's scanning the field well. He's not... When we think of, the 3 most accurate throwers in the National Football League, he's not necessarily that, but he was very accurate. There were a few drops, but the only thing we didn't see was splash. We didn't see, this big play to get excited about. But again, it was the first game in 22 months. And I think the fact that he did feel comfortable, that he could play somewhat loose is a big deal, especially since I think a lot of practice right now, he's throwing some interceptions in practice. He certainly has to be better, more careful with the ball. But a lot of it, if you talk to Todd Monken, he thinks a lot of it is just Deshaun trying to do a little too much, that he's in this quarterback competition. And perhaps if he wasn't in a competition, he wouldn't be forcing certain things. He wouldn't be so hungry to try to get that splash play. and he didn't do that in the game. So that's all good signs.
Does it surprise you that they still haven't decided on a quarterback yet, given that when Todd Monken came in, he said he didn't want to have this, very drawn-out quarterback battle, and yet here we are going into week 2, still going to see what Shedeur Sanders can do against the Bills in the actual preseason game. Does it surprise you that it's taken this long?
A little bit, yes. But I also think that the fact that they've let it go so long is part of why it has gone so long. Does that make sense? Because Shedeur Sanders was so far behind Deshaun Watson when everything started in the spring. But the more snaps that they give Shedeur, the more reps that they give Shedeur, the better he gets, which sort of pulls him closer or reminds Todd Monken how it gives Todd Monken an opportunity to sort of be intoxicated by the potential, because the more you see, the more you're like, ooh, is there something here? Is there something here? And that has been part of why it's gone on as long as it has. Are you getting me? Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
To you?
No, you're that's kind of my point too, is if they think if we give Shedeur more reps, maybe he'll continue this improvement, then that would almost be a case to say, then why not give him all the reps? But then it's this yin and yang of, but we got this experienced guy that if he could ever figure it out would help us out with the fact that we've sunk $230 million into his career that really hasn't come back for us. That's the problem they have, right?
It's a great argument, right? You don't know a young player's potential. You don't know what the cap on a young player's potential is. You kind of have to see him develop. You kind of have to give him an opportunity. And you're certainly not going to learn how high his ceiling is, let's say, or what his potential is if he's not playing. But on the flip side, as a head coach, you have an obligation to win games, and you better believe Todd Monken is here to win games. He acknowledges and recognizes this is his one shot. This is his chance to be a head coach in the National Football League. If this doesn't work, there's not another team calling to do this. And he's going to do it his way. If he's going out, he's going out his way. And his way is going to be to try to win football games. So if Deshaun Watson gives you the better opportunity to win, well, you have an obligation to your team. You have an obligation to the rest of your players. You've got these young stars already in Denzel Boston and Casey Concepcion. You've got some young running backs in Quinshawn Judkins, and Dylan Sampson looked awfully good. He had some great bursts yesterday. You want to put them in a position to succeed. So then don't you have to play the player that you think gives you a better chance to succeed?
You would think. Talking to Didi Kinkabala of CBS Sports on the Bryant Heating and Cooling System fan guest hotline. So did you get a chance to be at practice yesterday to see them versus Buffalo? What was your takeaway? Because I heard nothing
Josh
from
Allen
the
looks
defense.
good. Let me tell you, Josh Allen looks really
That's
good.
what I heard. I heard that he had a day with the tight ends on our defense.
I mean, the way that this has often been said to me is when you have things like this, well, sometimes the defense gets punched and sometimes the defense punches back. So, the Browns had a few nice things, did a few nice things, but this was not, I mean, I remember last year being at the joint practice with the Eagles and not the Giants, my goodness, I'm going back to the old days of when I covered the NFC East. The Browns took it to that Eagles offensive line. I mean, the Browns defense looked so good last year against what I had thought was one of the two most elite O-lines in the National Football League. And you were like, ooh, this Browns defense has some potential. Now, this group, remember, they're operating under a new defensive coordinator. A lot of the principles are the same. They're also doing some new things, some new added disguise. We haven't seen a fully healthy secondary. Carson Schwettinger, who is the green dot, who is the quarterback of that defense, hasn't been playing, hasn't gotten to line up next to Quincy Williams. I think that pair those inside linebackers should indeed be among the best in the National Football League, truly, working together as a pair, the way they already are working together. The entire Chicago game, the two of them were next to each other on the sideline. And I asked Quincy about it yesterday, and he said, we were talking ball the whole time. Okay, what did you see here? What did I see? Okay. And he said, if we do that all season, we're going to be gold. But he's not there. He hasn't been on the field. The secondary hasn't been fully healthy. Tyson Campbell, Denzel Ward, we haven't watched all of them together. And it takes me back 2 years when, I think it was 3 years ago, the Browns had a top defense. And then the next year, he sort of expected them to build off of that. And I remember in the preseason asking Jim Shorts about next steps for this defense, and he basically bit my head off. And he said, nobody's been healthy and nobody's been playing. Nothing is guaranteed. And the defense did struggle for a bit. So I just think that the guys need to get reps together. They need to get reps. They need to get out there. And it's the same exact thing as the quarterback. At this point, like yesterday, there was 2-minute drill. And Shador and Deshaun are splitting that. At this point, you need your starter to take all of those reps in the 2-minute drill. So you want to see that defense all together. And there's definitely a depth issue. I think that the front line, the starters on the Browns defense have a ton of promise, have the right demeanor, are indeed going to be really good together. But what's the depth behind them? And then I saw Alex Wright get hurt yesterday. I was watching the individual drills yesterday, the one-on-one, when he went down and needed to be helped up and then was carted off. And that's a bit alarming, a bit worrisome.
We'll get you out on this one, Aditi. I know school has started for a lot of kids out there. Did your kids go back, and do you cry on their first day of school?
My kids go back on Tuesday. So my son, actually, thank you so much to the Cleveland Browns, was allowed to come to practice with me. And he is hanging with me currently in Cleveland. He will be a middle schooler. He is leaving school. He is starting 6th grade. And my little teeny tiny baby daughter, who was born in Cleveland 2 months early, is going to be a 1st grader. And it is very likely that Mommy will shed some tears.
Always.
You know me so well, Tyvis. I know. Was that a setup? Was that going to be honest with us
it's funny.
We know she's going to cry.
No, it's funny because yesterday my oldest daughter started 1st grade, and my wife took her to school. I couldn't go because I was working here, and she told me she just bawled, and I'm just like.
But not the kids. The kids don't.
No. My daughter got out the car and was excited to go. Yeah.
No, Tyvis is emotionless. He doesn't
barely even say goodbye to us.
No. Tyvis doesn't relate to crying. I cry tears of joy because I have 3 and they've been at home on top of us for
we need them out of the house.
It's time to get back to the routine. I'm ready. Aditi, we'll talk again soon. Thanks for the info.
Yes,
we always appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys.
There you go. Aditi Kinkhabwala, CBS Sports. She will be on the sidelines for the game on Saturday. Browns taking on the Bills in the actual preseason game, though the junk practice yesterday was supposed to be the real deal there. That was a big part of what was going on. Will these NCAA transfer rules allow a Heisman finalist to have another year of eligibility? We'll discuss next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Many parts of Buckeye Lake are still completely flooded out there, and that includes both directions of 70. We're talking that eastbound and westbound direction you won't be able to get through, with some major portions closed. Essentially, just take 40, again, eastbound or westbound, depending on where you're coming from, to avoid the area and kind of work around it here, especially if you're continuing 70 in that westbound direction closer towards downtown. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Whoa, what's all this? These screens, the food?
All for the game, bro.
Dude, let us pitch in.
No need. I've got it all covered. With T-Mobile, I'm saving $1,000 bundling my wireless and internet.
No way. Really?
Yep, and the price of my plan won't change for 5 years.
Wow, I'm definitely switching to T-Mobile.
Goal!
Here to score big with T-Mobile. Families save up to $1,000 a year when they bundle fast, easy to set up, all-in 5G home internet with 4 phone lines on Experience Beyond. And your plan price? Guaranteed for 5 years. Stay connected con tu gente and catch every match with T-Mobile. Join now at T-Mobile.com. Price guarantee on top text and 5G data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto-pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits may take up to 2 bill cycles and will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
It's time for the summer sunset sale at Great Lakes Hyundai. Right now, lease a new 26 Tucson SE for $149 per month for 36 months. $149 a month. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $49.95 down plus tax title first month payment. 7,500 miles per year, ends 8/31.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
If you dread dealing with your insurance company more than you dread build-it-yourself furniture, that came in 47 different pieces.
Why do I have 6 extra screws?
With extremely vague instructions.
What are these? Hieroglyphics?
Then you might have Insuranoia. And if you have Insuranoia, then you should get NJM. They go to great lengths to do what's best for their policyholders. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
It's 2026, the year you achieve your health goals. The Good Feet store wants to help. Trade in your bad feet for good feet. We want to help you walk, run, exercise, and play in comfort this year. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
Hi, I'm Connie Britton. I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America. 200 food banks strong.
It's our night! After the games are over Friday night, keep it locked on the Fan for high school football overtime. Ryan Baker and Lee Cochran keep you up to date with all the latest news and scores. Your home for Friday Night Lights, The Fan. The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by KDHVAC, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan. 2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. Morning Breath coming up at 8:15. We will tell you about someone who's just shut up. By the way, did you see? Now, I know we didn't get him. No Buckeye fans are sad about that. David Gabriel George.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't. How
playing
could
down
you
at Tennessee
miss it?
last night. No, he's not at Tennessee yet. He's playing for a high school in Tennessee, right? Chattanooga.
He was all over my Twitter feed this morning.
What is the name of the school? Is it the Baylor School? Is that right? Do I have that?
Not sure.
Well, whatever it is. Well, whatever. Who cares? Like, it's anyway, they were on ESPN last night. And he had multiple highlights where if they were in the NFL, they'd be up for play of the year. Like, he had one where he got helicoptered, he got upside down.
He got balance.
And he landed with like a hand on the ground, almost in like a handstand. And his body was flipped upward. His feet are over his head.
Mm-hmm.
He the back of his legs hits another player and it spins him back down to the ground, but his knee never touches. He has his hand down. He just pops up and keeps running with the ball and gets a few more yards.
He essentially did like a cartwheel, like a one-hand cartwheel.
Crazy mobility, and just the wherewithal to like not just stop there and go, oh, wow, I'm standing up. Like he kept running, kept his legs moving. He had another play where he ran through like 4 guys,
Lost
had his helmet.
Yeah. I can understand why he the number 1 running back in the country for sure.
Did you see who else goes to the Baylor school from Tennessee? So I see that highlight, and then I saw another highlight, 2030 quarterback. So that would be a freshman, right?
Yes.
Freshman quarterback at the Baylor High School, Marshall Manning.
Oh, Peyton.
My guy.
They're calling him Eminem.
Peyton's.
They're not calling him Eminem.
Here we go.
Marshall Manning, they showed. So he didn't start the game. He is a freshman. And obviously, it looks like this is a pretty prestigious prep school if they've got a 5-star running back like the dude we just talked about. But he got on the field, had a throw, not a bad throw. Now, I haven't got a height and weight on him yet. But when I was looking at him, I thought he looked a little short for a quarterback. So maybe he's got some time to, I'm comparing him to like what his dad looked like. He doesn't have the same body type as his dad right now, but maybe he hasn't hit that growth spurt yet if he's only a freshman.
Let me look it up.
I know it's sad that we're doing this, right? Like this is where
he is 5'9".
Okay, so I wasn't totally wrong.
5'9",
he's probably got some room.
Pounds.
And he, like I said, he's probably a 14-year-old
14, 15
kid?
at the oldest.
Yeah, so like he hasn't maybe hit the growth spurt yet, so that's fine. He'll probably end up being a taller quarterback than that, but he got out there, ran around, made a nice little throw, a little low.
You talking about this, the biggest thing that happened yesterday, outside of Kelsey Mitchell.
Kelsey Mitchell's 21 games in a row, 20-plus points.
Was Cade McDonald getting his lick back on Fernando Mendoza.
I saw that.
A nice sack.
K-Mac getting it done, right?
And Fernando threw a pick six. He didn't look great. I don't know.
No, he did not.
What he was doing yesterday.
Raiders and Texans, and I forget the dude's name who picked him off, but he picked him off at like the 30 or the 20 on the other sideline and took it 80 yards.
Yeah, it was not a great showing for Fernando.
No, it was the first game looked pretty good. The second game, much to be desired. So that's all right.
Woodus.
That's all right. He's a rookie, right? I mean, this is bound to happen, even with a first round pick, even with the first overall pick. That stuff happens. So
can't throw late over the middle of the field.
By the way, did you see the story about the Penn State? Oh, you know what? I'll get to the Penn State guy in a second. First off, Diego Pavia. Is he going to play? Can he come back to college football?
No.
Probably not.
No, he should.
According to the NCAA's decision, what they previously judged on this or ruled on this, not the NCAA, his original lawsuit against the NCAA, when a judge looked at it, they allowed him to play. Remember last year, he wasn't supposed to be able to play at Vanderbilt. He was supposed to have already been out of eligibility. They gave him an injunction that got him to play last year. And the question this offseason was, will his lawyers sue again? And he had said, no, I'm going to the NFL. Well, the NFL hasn't worked out. He's already been cut. So CBS Sports talked to
Montreal owns his rights.
Do they really?
Right?
The Alouettes of the CFL?
I think that's, if he goes to plays in the CFL, that's where he has to go, I believe.
Well, Diego Pavia apparently... the CBS Sports asked a lawyer who's familiar with this type of case and these type of cases if that would be a fit, and they said no. His particular case would not fit what a lot of these other guys are doing, who are now, if you missed it the last couple of days, a bunch of dudes who are on NFL rosters, at least as of now, have jumped into the transfer portal because now they're saying, well, hey, I played my 4 years and I had to graduate and I'm done. The new rule on the NCAA is you get 5 for 5.
This is dumb.
It is dumb.
This is dumb.
Did you see who's also preparing his lawsuit? I want to be very clear about this. To enter the transfer portal, which is what I need to hear.
I know where you go.
Jaden Fielding has said, I want to go back in the portal.
I saw it.
And I said, as long as you want to go in the portal, I'm all good with it. I support your lawsuit. Good luck with whatever you want to go.
And the guy quote tweeted it and said, dude, it's time to flip burgers.
Well, no, why?
That's what they
let him go catch another, I don't know, $100,000 or whatever someone's going to pay him to kick and miss field goals. I don't know. I don't know what the going rate is for a mediocre place kicker, but whatever. Let him live. Go out there and get it, man. If you can get it, good for him. It's not going to be here. Not going to be at Ohio State.
No.
So
he may want to come back, but he can't come back to Ohio. Can't do it.
Connor Hawkins got that spot. So
you know what they're saying? Ohio did not treat him well. The anti-camp song.
You don't think we go hear it?
No. Thank you, Dylan. Dylan, I don't know if we'll hear it or not. Dylan, did you hear? Did you get something in the chat? Didn't you say somebody was getting audio?
I feel like the chat reset though. Earlier, they made me feel really good. They said when we were talking about wings, because I said B-Dub's wings are trash, which they are, and he said Dylan's not a fat man, so I can't listen to his food opinions. And I would like to say, it was Tate in the chat, and I want to say thank you. That made me feel really good because your boy was losing control there for a second. I was approaching 215, which is about 30 more pounds than I should be and 15 more pounds than I want to be. So,
this is good.
But then he also said Shaker's Wings up in Worthington, best garlic parm he's ever had.
What's the name of the place?
Shakers, and I could co-sign that.
I don't know that I've been. Where is Shakers? It's up in Westerville?
Yeah, it's East Wilson Bridge off of 270, off the 23 exit right there. 270 and 315.
Wait a second. Yeah. I do know that spot. It's over by the Budweiser plant, right?
Yes, yep, that area.
You know what? I did get some wings there. They're actually really good.
Yes, they are.
I agree with that.
I had it for the first time last summer.
They were a Brownsbackers bar for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
What road would you say it's
I think it's East Wilson or West Wilson Bridge.
When you say Westerville, I'm thinking
Shakers Public House.
You're right. Yeah, it's right in there in the Westerville-Worthington corridor.
That's the full government name. Shakers Public House.
Yeah, that place they have some fire wings. I'll give you that. They're very good wings there. Good food there. Well, I went there for a happy hour not too long ago. Excellent.
Make sure you ask for extra wet naps because those wings are saucy.
Are they fried hard? Do they got the crunch to them?
Yeah. They have a crunch.
They're
really?
Good. They're good. They're good stuff.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
Yeah,
I would rather eat their wings out of the garbage than eat B-Dubs.
You gotta chill.
That's just Dylan diving in a dumpster for dinner. I like it. That's good. All right, we'll come back. We will. I got an update on the Penn State cocaine story, so I can give you that. And also, Penn State may be one of these teams that are going to have a big bounce back year in college football. We'll get to all that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
To the south side we go. We are still watching that right shoulder blocked on 270 eastbound as soon as you're passing 23 with a disabled vehicle out there. Also a heads up not too far away. Of course, we do have some traffic really building 33 in that westbound direction over by Gender Road. Also still watching a disabled semi on that west side. The right lane is restricted 70 westbound just beyond Hilliard Rome Road. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizi with your fan traffic.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all of these rain chances going up. We're already tracking a few severe thunderstorm warnings.
We do have team coverage for you this morning, tracking outages and flooding.
Difficult for people to get out of their homes right now. Flood waters up to their knees.
Did you see that car?
Yes.
The wind flipped it over.
This is huge. The wind must have been so strong to rip this up out of the ground and take some of the sidewalk with it.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on the 10 TV app.
CEC Turf and Tractor is growing. We're proud to welcome Green & Sons Equipment's Mount Sterling and Marysville locations. Same hometown service you trust, now with the strength of one of Ohio's largest Kubota dealers. Visit CECTurfandTractor.com today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kandula, founder of Advent. We know that when you breathe well, you live better. Just ask our patient Andy.
As long as I can remember, I've had issues breathing through my nose. Since starting this journey and having this procedure done, day-to-day life has just gotten better. I'm able to do all the things that I want to do without having to think about breathing. I breathe through my nose. I sleep through the night. I don't wake up with headaches.
Advent can deliver long-term results in about 20 minutes with simple in-office procedures. We diagnose and treat the root cause of nasal congestion, sinus pressure, sleep apnea, snoring, and allergies. 96% of patients with severe nasal breathing issues report improvement, and most major insurance plans are accepted.
Best advice I can give anybody that has sinus, sleep issues, just get it checked out. Go in and have someone take a look at it. It's 100% worth it.
Hey,
it's Common Man. Everybody's talking about affordability these days, but the good news is you'll find hundreds of vehicles that fit your budget at GoGermain.com. Drive home in a new sedan starting at just $139 a month. New SUVs from only $189 a month, or a truck for as low as $329. Plus, choose from over 1,700 new and pre-owned vehicles, all priced under $30K, and it's only at GoGermain.com. And with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Go see my friends today. GoGermain.com.
Recently, our company softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Truck drivers, get more of what you're looking for from Schneider. Schneider delivers more for drivers with more new equipment, more driving options to choose from, and more support from our 24/7 maintenance team. Find a job that fits your lifestyle at Schneider. Choose from solo or team driving jobs with many home time choices, including local, regional, tanker, and dedicated options. Become a Schneider driver and get more from your career. Search driving jobs today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Something big has just dropped at Hothead Burritos. Introducing barbecue pork carnitas. Juicy, mouth-watering pork carnitas. Our limited-time new citrus chipotle barbecue sauce. Savor the summer flavor. Hothead Burritos. Get up and get you some.
When it's too hot to go out, it's definitely too hot for your AC to go out. The Waterworks Heating and Cooling Pros are here to help. We offer fast repair and AC replacement for any cooling system when you need it. Plus, we're a premier Lennox dealer and can install an energy-efficient system for a great price. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit us online at thewaterworks.com. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results.
Science, adventure, resilience. Storm chaser Reed Timmer and his crew pursue the world's most powerful tornadoes, confronting danger, building community, and weighing the personal cost of a life driven by the relentless pursuit of storms. Witness breathtaking footage captured from inside nature's most violent weather. Some moments simply have to be experienced on the big screen. Never Stop Chasing, now playing in theaters. Get tickets at neverstopchasingfilm.com.
Hate the taste of your water? You aren't alone. Thousands of Columbus homeowners have turned to Culligan Water of Columbus for better drinking water. Culligan's reverse osmosis drinking water systems are certified to reduce 18 times more contaminants than the leading standard pitcher filter. Get the peace of mind that comes with knowing your family's drinking water is protected. With 4 locations across Central Ohio, Culligan is Columbus's water treatment expert. Start with a free water test at CulliganWaterColumbus.com. Culligan, water you love. Contaminants may not be in your water.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Cleveland Browns hosted the Buffalo Bills for a joint practice in Berea yesterday. Head coach Todd Monken said he liked what he saw from his starting offense.
It didn't look like we were out of place. It looked like we belonged. That's all we wanted to see, right? Do we belong? I mean, does our first 11 give us a chance to move the ball and score? And I felt that way today.
On the diamond, Gavin Williams had 11 strikeouts in just over 5 innings of work for the Guardians and a 5-2 victory over the Giants for their first home series win in almost 2 months. While down in Cincinnati, the Reds lost 10-9 to the St. Louis Cardinals after an epic meltdown in the 9th inning, since he has lost 5 of their last 7 games. This update is sponsored by Metal Supermarkets, your convenience store for metal. Visit Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com or 2180 Wilson Road for all your metal needs. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
I'll tell you what, Dylan mentioned in the update, that Reds debacle yesterday against the Cardinals. If you didn't see this, they were up 5-4, 2 outs in the 9th inning. They induce a fly out to the warning track, and 2 Reds players converge to try to just, stitch this up. And I'm trying to think of who. I know Friedel was out there, but I'm trying to remember.
Left field, yeah.
Yeah, and who was in center? Was that it's why am I blanking on his name? It's
Dane Myers.
Dane Cook. Yeah, Dane Myers.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you. Dane something. Dane Sanzenbacher. Right.
He would have caught it.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah. Dane Meyer waved him off and said, "I got this," and then it glanced off the side of his glove. And as it hits off his glove, you see his hands go up like, "Oh no!" And then he goes to pick it up. 2-run score. They go from being up 5-4 to down 6-5. They end up losing 10-9 because the Cardinals end up making that a 6-run inning. And then the Reds, almost came back and tried to win it, but just
the 16 people that were in the stands for the Reds game saw a wild ninth inning.
That really sucked. That's bad. Anyway, I have an update for you on which would do you want first, Tyvis? Do you want likelihood of bounce back from the Penn State people, or do you want Penn State cocaine frat bros? Which Penn State story would you like me to start?
Give me the cocaine.
All right.
Booger sugar.
That's what he said.
It's all about that booger sugar.
I'm cutting that up.
Give me the cocaine. That's right. So the Pittsburgh attorney who was swept up in a drug trafficking scandal at Penn State claims he was given a safe allegedly containing drugs and cash, but didn't know what was in it. Paul Robinson, who his son, so he was cleaning out his son's frat room in December of 2024.
Okay.
After his son was arrested. He said, apparently his lawyer, because he's a lawyer, but he hired a lawyer, this guy.
Okay.
He said, his lawyer says, my client didn't know what was in the safe. The allegation is he removed cocaine from the safe. He did not take cocaine and flush it down the toilet to protect his son. Always bad when you're saying, my client did not do the thing that sounds like it would be a very bad crime if he did it. That's you're volunteering that information. So Paul Robinson's the dad. Thomas Robinson, I believe, is the son's name. He was arrested. He was one of the frat kids who got arrested. And in this article, it details that apparently T-Rob, as he's known, Thomas Robinson, the son, was one of the guys alleged to be selling large amounts of cocaine from the Delta Epsilon fraternity house. Apparently, when authorities showed up to arrest the son, he thought he was being pranked. And so it wasn't until he's like, oh, yeah, you got me. Ooh, I'm getting arrested. And he's like, no, this is real. And then they're like, put him in the cop car. And I don't know if this happened, but I just picture him getting in the cop car. And it's like, oh, really convincing. When's the hot stripper police officer going to come out? It's like, there's no hot strippers. This is not a frat party. You are going to jail. You sold cocaine, allegedly.
They got him like that, huh?
Yeah, apparently. But his dad is apparently a very big time attorney in Pittsburgh. So not great that dad had a safe full of cocaine on his son's behalf.
He picked it up from his son.
Well, he claims he was just cleaning out the dorm room because, my son got arrested. He's not going to be going to school here, so I better get everything out of his frat house or dorm room, wherever he lived.
That's right, because they came to the house and said they wanted to see the safe, and he said no.
Yeah, apparently he did. Well, he's a lawyer, so he knows, you better have a warrant. Mm-hmm. He probably was doing some of that. So, yeah, this is, what a mess. I still don't understand, the one kid that we said was from Long Island, he grew up in a house that was a $1.5 million house, apparently a pretty nice house, had was a math whiz, and they said had jobs lined up and was working in the financial industry. So why are you selling cocaine, man? Life's good. That's a good setup. That's a great setup.
Some fun money. The money wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, that's it. You gotta be patient.
Fast money.
You gotta be patient, man. And then this kid selling cocaine. His dad's a lawyer. Not that means you're rich, but it's not like mom and dad are working 3 jobs apiece and trying to make ends meet. This should be someone who grew up at least with some money, right? And should have the ability to have a good start on life. You went to Penn State. Mm. That's a nice school. Nope. You got to sell cocaine. Now your life's probably ruined.
They like to play what they know.
Apparently.
You got that old money.
Well, they
needed that new money, though.
Yeah, the new money.
You can't get it. I'm sure he's not doing it because you're not supposed to get high on your own supply.
Well, no, but
that's
just
what Smokey did on Friday.
Yeah, you cannot. No, you can't do that. That's a bad deal. I'm shocked that, guys who have that much going for them, you would think, why are you trying? I understand it when someone who has no prospects is maybe this life of crime is it for me. But when the rich people do it, who already have their life set up, and they're like, no, I just really think crime's fun. It's you missed me. I don't understand that at all. I understand someone who comes from poverty who's like, I'm just trying to make a situation better for myself. I get it. Not that I endorse doing the crime. I'm just saying that makes way more sense. I will never understand kids who are like trust fund babies who decide, yeah, let's go get into crime. You're dumb. This is, speaking of Penn State, Yahoo Sports put out an article. Teams that are primed, 10 college football teams poised to bounce back this season.
Okay.
Let me give you some of the names. Now, right at the top of the heap, if you had to guess one school, they hired a known a-hole.
LSU.
They've gotten all transfers. Yes. LSU, bang. That is the number one school they have on here. They were 7-6 last year, 3-5 in the SEC. But, of course, they say Lane Kiffin's in. They got all these transfers. They're going to be good. Maybe they will be. Florida's the next school they have on here. Florida seems like a much heavier lift than LSU.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Florida went 4-8 last year, 2-6 in the SEC. But whatever. If you believe in Florida, good luck with all. What would bounce back for Florida look like? Getting to 9 wins? I think that'd be a really good turnaround.
It's a nice season.
Okay.
It's in the SEC, so, that's like 11-1.
That's right. I forgot. That's like basically winning the Super Bowl in the NFL, is if you can win 9 wins in the SEC.
I think Florida should be happy with like 7.
Yeah, I would be too if I'm not that Florida fans who have expectations should feel that way, but where your program has been, you have to be realistic. You're not just turn it around in 1 year territory. I don't think.
On the transfer portal.
Yeah. Let me know. Virginia Tech they have also on this list, 3-9. 2-6 in the ACC. Now, James Franklin is there. But what's interesting is the next school on the list is Penn State, which is the school that fired James Franklin because of how bad that went last year. So between
Penn
those,
State got the number 4 transfer portal class.
Penn State does?
Yeah.
Well, who do we think between Penn State and Virginia Tech? Who do you think is more likely to have a, by their standards, bounce back year? I mean, Virginia Tech's in a much easier division than Penn State is. ACC versus Big Ten.
That's true. But who does Penn State play this year?
Penn State's going to be heavily favored in all their games except for 3.
Who?
Penn State?
Yes.
Who are the 3 that they're not favored?
They play USC, and this is USC at home, and then they go to Michigan in back-to-back weeks. Oh. And then later on in the season, they have to go to Seattle to play Washington. Those are the 3 teams that are on their schedule that are ranked.
Do they not have Indiana?
No.
Wow.
If they just go 1-2 in those games, no reason why Penn State can't be in the 9-10 win territory this year. No, I don't see based off their schedule why they're not.
1-2 in those games, that put them at 10-2.
Yeah.
I mean, if they win all the other games, to your point, yeah, that's a favorable schedule.
They don't play nobody.
No, no Ohio State, no Indiana, no Oregon.
Wisconsin, Northwestern, USC, Wolverines, Purdue, Washington, Minnesota, Rutgers, Maryland.
Yeah, that's a great, boy, what a warm, easy bath for Matt Campbell to like lower himself into the Big Ten, right? Not like the Ohio State. Like imagine if Penn State had Ohio State's schedule this year. That would be a real trial by fire, but he's not there. So if Penn State, I mean, they seem like they could be a team that gets to 9 or 10 wins, you would think, pretty easily. And if you're, depending on how they're playing with 10 wins, let's say they have 2 losses, there's a world where they absolutely make the college football playoffs with 2 losses, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's not out of the realm of possibility.
10-2, and you in the 2 losses that you have, if it's a competitive game.
Yeah, or they're like at Michigan and at Washington. Yeah. And those 2 teams are good. Like, they're getting in. Yeah,
but if you get like USC, if you beat USC, like if you win one of those 3 games and you win all your other games, they're probably in the playoffs.
They could beat Washington.
Well, yeah, you would. I mean,
they could beat Michigan. They could beat USC. They could.
I don't know. Wait, I want to say this. I don't know what they could do because I don't know who the hell's on their team anymore. Because they, just, like you said, they had a massive transfer portal.
The reason why their transfer portal class is good in quality and quantity is because they literally just recruited Iowa State. They said, all of you come on down.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a very good chance Penn State could be back in like the mix as far as playoff talk. I don't know if they're doing anything in the playoffs if they get there.
Oh, no.
But what a step that would be from where they were last year. What they thought they were going to be last year was like playoff bound and maybe even more. And instead they got the entire season wrecked. Quarterback was a fraud and then season-ending injury, and your head coach got fired.
In October, I believe.
In October, yeah. Wheels fell off so quick. So, yeah, if they get to 10 wins, 9 or 10 wins this year, massive turnaround for them. And then from there, you have to build. All right, we'll do the rest. Who else is a bounce-back candidate in college football? We'll tell you next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
To the south side we go. We are still watching that right shoulder blocked on 270 eastbound as soon as you're passing 23 with a disabled vehicle out there. Also a heads up not too far away. Of course, we do have some traffic really building 33 in that westbound direction over by Gender Road. Also still watching a disabled semi on that west side. The right lane is restricted 70 westbound just beyond Hilliard Rome Road. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Get 0% financing for 60 months on new 2026 Tucsons and Santa Fe's. Plus, make no payment for 90 days. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, not always qualify. Ends 8/31.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the Columbus community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC.
Coghlan Kia of Dublin is now open, and we're offering grand opening savings at all 4 Coghlan Kia locations. Get 0% financing on select new 26 Kia Sportage and Sorrento. Pay 0 out of pocket when you lease a new 27 Seltos or 26 Sportage for $375 a month for 36 months. Get grand opening savings at Coghlan Kia.
Coghlan has the car for you.
With approved credit, 0% for 48 months equals $20.83 per 1,000 finance through Kia Motor Finance. Leases include 10,000 miles per year with 20 cents per mile over penalty. Excludes tax, title, and registration. No security deposit. See dealer for details. Ends 8/31/26.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Football season is here. Make sure your internet is ready. Kinetic's 100% fiber gives you the fast, reliable connection to enjoy live football on YouTube TV and watch up to 4 live games at once with Multiview. Check real-time stats and catch more big plays without missing a snap. Take your game watching to a whole new level. Switch to Kinetic. Save up to $120 on your first year of YouTube TV. Visit GoKinetic.com for details. Subject to availability and eligibility. Terms, conditions, and restrictions apply. Cancel anytime. Kinetic. Internet better.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
What defines Ohio? A place that dares to go first and never looks back. There's no slowing us down. At Jobs Ohio, our mission is clear. Strengthen job opportunities and empower Ohio's workforce. Another reason why Ohio is now ranked the #1 state for business by CNBC. This is what unstoppable feels like. We did it together, Ohio. Our time is now. See Ohio's momentum at jobsohio.com/Ohio's time.
Bishop and Friends.
I've been fighting this fight for about a year with NBC. I finally got him on kind of a longer, flowing, hopeful look.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Seller.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're ending the work week on a high note for sure. Maybe a little bit of fog out there early on. Otherwise, we have a mostly sunny sky throughout the day. Highs end up around 81. For your Saturday, increasing clouds with some scattered showers and storms popping up in the afternoon. One or two of those could be strong. We'll see highs around 80. For The Fan, I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Justin Gertz.
During this 10-second promo, Rothman will lose money gambling on something.
People like you come here and blow the family nest egg that built this town.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. Much like your morning boner. This show would embarrass you in front of people.
These guys are a total embarrassment.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
When it comes to treating erectile dysfunction, there isn't a one-size-fit-all solution. Every man's medical situation is unique, and finding that treatment that's right for you can make the difference between an average result and an exceptional one. That's why the people at Tri-State Men's Health uses advanced medical science to empower male performers with therapies that go far beyond the pills. They got treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some of these treatments can have you last an hour or more. There's 2 locations located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville. So call them today and find out why their advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. The initial visit is only $99. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. So call them today at 800-900-9654. Visit TriStateMen'sHealth.com.
There are 2 more schools I want to get to before we hit morning breath, okay? That are the Yahoo Sports asked about the bounce back candidates for this year. They mentioned LSU in college football, who, had a bad year last year, could bounce back from that with Lane Kiffin. Florida was on this list. Penn State was on this list. Virginia Tech was on this list. 2 more I want to mention. South Carolina and Clemson, obviously both in the state of South Carolina.
Okay.
South Carolina is interesting to me because they were 4-8 last year, 1-7 in the SEC.
They had too much talent to be that bad.
Yes, they did. But the problem is, and they have a lot of talent again.
It's coming back, yeah.
Yeah, like they have a lot of talent again.
They got three should be locks as first-round picks, and Lenore Sellers, Nick Harbor, and Dylan Stewart.
Dylan Stewart, yeah, right.
Those 3 should be like legit first-round picks.
But with Lenore Sellers, like accuracy is his problem. He obviously has a tremendous arm at quarterback, but like he has all the size and everything else you would want. If he was more accurate, he would be like a top 5 pick. But last year, we said this, that he could have come out. He could come out last year, right? He was eligible to come out. He stayed in college because he had a terrible year.
I think his first 2 or 3 weeks of the season, people were saying, oh, the Heisman's his. This guy is going to be the guy.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if he got hurt or he just completely fell off. One of the 2.
I think he did get hurt for part of it.
Yes, is the answer to your question.
But he fell off as well. Like, both those things happen. So, yeah, I mean, but Dylan Stewart, their edge rusher, is phenomenal. You've talked about him. Obviously, anybody who's watching college football is excited to watch him this year. But the other school they bring up is Clemson. And I feel like a lot of the Clemson hype is based on the fact that Dabo Swinney has now basically adopted the idea that you do have to go to the transfer portal. He's not adept at it. I don't think he's turned into like, no one's going to confuse him for Kurt Signetti or someone like that who's become a master at finding, the little pieces that help make your team. But if Clemson, with what they had, would actually have adopted this 2 or 3 years ago, they probably wouldn't be in the spot they were in last year, where they were 7-6, 4-4 in the ACC. And this is a bad ACC, by the way.
Yeah.
This is an ACC
but the problem with Clemson was they had all the talent last year.
They did too.
And they didn't do anything with it. I think people got drafted pretty high in the draft.
Some dumbass on this show picked Clemson to win the national championship.
There were, dude, I'm telling you, there were so many people last year.
No, it was me.
No. It was I remember.
I mean, it might have been you too, but
I remember Dylan and I standing in our production room like before the show, like discussing, not arguing, but like you were higher on Cade Klubnik than I was, and I was just like, maybe I need to go back, because I would go back and watch highlights, and I'm like, I don't remember him during the season being like the greatest quarterback ever, and then I'd go back and watch some of the games and highlights and stuff, and I'd say he looks all right, he doesn't look. But everyone last year before the season was convinced that this guy was going to be a top 5 pick, and it just didn't pan out for him last year. So now they have freshman signal callers fighting it out to determine who's going to lead the team. So regardless of the talent they brought back in, they still have that issue. I would actually say I think South Carolina's got a better chance of turning it around than Clemson does, honestly. in this. If I had to
They
pick one of
got
the two,
3 players that should be in the first round this
Right.
year.
So we'll find out. They did bring back Chad Morris to run the offense there at Clemson.
Oh,
So,
great.
yeah, that's a guy who actually knows what he's doing. So we'll find out. I just that whole discussion intrigues me quite a bit about who's bouncing back in college football.
With Clemson, it has a lot to do with just the brand and Dabo being there, and they're used to winning national championships there with him. And I feel like people can't get over the fact that they've fallen off. Like they have to bounce back. I don't think that's necessarily the case.
No, they had a ton of talent go to the NFL too. So they have the issue that Ohio State has on defense of a bunch of guys going to the NFL. The problem is they haven't shown they can reload it and have that defense be great again. So Ohio State has shown that, and hopefully that'll happen again this year. Clemson has not. All right, it's time to find out about somebody who just needs to shut up.
Sometimes it's better if people just shut up. Shut up! It's time for Morning Breath.
All right, Dylan, we have someone from the Bills, right, is who our candidate is for Morning Breath today?
Yes, offensive tackle Dion Dawkins.
So he was talking about the Browns. Bills and Browns played in the scrimmage yesterday.
Joint practice,
however you want to call that,
correct
right?
term.
Okay, I'm sorry. The joint practice. They will play on the field Saturday in a preseason game, but this was a pretty important practice. That's what Dion Dawkins had to say about Deshaun Watson, correct? All right, here you go.
Deshaun is still him. You know, if you have a line that can and protect the quarterback, then the quarterback is going to thrive. He's been that guy. He is that guy. And the world tries to paint a crazy picture that's already painted, but let the pass and be the pass and let the kid ball. He's a baller. And he's here and he shows it. He's a baller. But the battles are there and they kept going and they're going to keep going. You know, and now we're in practice and if he's playing on Saturday, then he'll be balling again.
Okay.
I understand what he's saying, what he's trying to say here. He need to just let it play out because he clearly ain't been paying attention. Let it play out.
I understand that the Bills players probably feel like they owe it to, I don't know, what's the term here? It's a good sportsman. It's a polite sportsman-like thing to do, to be like, oh yeah, those guys over there, they got some really good talent. They got some guys.
There you go.
Oh, I got some stuff on my face.
You got it.
What I have?
Oh, it looks
Some
like
crunch wrap?
Oh, I had some leftover crunch wrap. Oh, I had some egg. Literally egg on my face. Hey, it's not the first time that's happened. Thank you, Tyvis.
You're welcome.
Now, I'll say this, though. When was the last time Deshaun Watson was him? How long ago has that been?
Baltimore game, second half of Baltimore, 2023.
Is that the one right before he had the injury that we'd all never heard of?
The shoulder injury?
Yeah, the whatever that weird thing was.
I think that was it, right? Baltimore 2023.
How many games that season was he him?
He was trending in the right direction. I think he had probably 2.
Okay.
He had an Arizona game that was really good, but Arizona had a backup quarterback in, which has nothing to do with the defense. But he did well. And then I think the Tennessee game, he actually played well.
I think the real answer is 2020, Boom.
Yeah, for a full season, right?
A full season.
Yeah, I'm saying it's been
his
very
last year
long time.
in Houston before he sat out and didn't want to play anymore.
Yeah, so let the past be the past, but also I think he called him the kid's good, or he said let the kid play or something like that. It's he's 30. I don't know that he's a kid anymore either, but yeah, whatever. This quarterback battle has gone on far too long. Like we talked about with the Dede King Kabbalah, at some point you got to just make a pick and go. And if that picks Deshaun Watson, then fine, just do it.
They will. Monday they better. they better.
We kept having these fake deadlines though, and none of them have actually hit. So.
Now Monday is it's like the last day for it.
I feel
it has to be.
Yeah, Monday is what Tyvis has been saying after that.
No, I know
that
he
second
has
preseason game, but Aditi said it. It's they should have made that decision Wednesday and had whoever they thought the starting quarterback was going to be the guy during this joint practice yesterday, because that's probably the closest to an actual game that they will get before the opener.
Yeah, totally agree. So this is where the Browns remain, and of course it's. I feel like the bigger storyline that we're not talking about is the fact that Jim Schwartz is no longer running your defense and Myles Garrett is no longer on your defensive line. But we're all focused on which of these craptastic quarterbacks might get to have a 54% completion percentage and throw more interceptions than touchdowns. That's what we're all locked in on. And which one gets to do that? Meanwhile, the defense probably won't be as good as it was last year, and that's going to mean these games that looked close in the third quarter and made you think, oh, it was 10-13. They were right there, and then they just, if they could have just scored on that final drive. Now you're going to see games where they're probably losing by 11-14, and it's not going to be as close. If the quarterback plays not any better and the defense takes a step back, I don't see the formula for this team winning the 5.5. I don't see them winning the over that Jimmy Haslam set for this team.
Is it supposed to thunderstorm tomorrow?
Tyvis doesn't want to talk about the Browns anymore.
I don't blame him.
No, because
it
affects the fact that I got the Browns play tomorrow.
We still have flooding all around the area. There are still schools this morning that are closed because of the fact that they're out in like Licking County and some of the other areas. I know around Buckeye Lake there's a lot of flooding, but yeah, be safe still if you see standing water. I left here yesterday, and in Grandview, I was driving around, and every street I tried to turn down, floods.
Where you going out there today?
I'm going to go actually over to the Columbus Museum of Art, Tyvis. I'm going to check out an art museum. Remember we were talking about that yesterday? I'm going to go do it.
You're so sophisticated, though.
I want to support it. I bought a pass, and I'm going to go. I'm a member now. I'm a member at the art museum.
You're going to go by yourself? Just admire some art?
Why not? What should I do?
Can you bring like a monocle with you or something?
Sure. That's right. By the way, if you missed any of the interviews that we did, we had Didi Kinkaball on from CBS Sports. We were talking about that. You can get the podcast of this show wherever you get podcasts. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis. It'll all be right there. You'll have all the stuff we talked about, including Tyvis's gross take on steak. You will hear us talk about headphone recommendations and God knows what else. It's all there, but every day the podcast is there for you. It's all brought to you by our friends at Capital Ford of Columbus. 2 minutes away, some bad news, maybe secretly good news for the Jackets. 2 minutes away, T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Be careful if you're traveling over by Hilliard. We are seeing debris on the road right now. 270 northbound, just passing Cemetery Road. Definitely expect some lane closures and some slower drive times out there. Also seeing some flooded areas, especially in Pickaway County. State Route 762 outside of Commercial Points is closed in both directions from 104 to 23. Same situation for friends in Asheville this morning. Be careful. State Route 752 is closed in both directions at North Business Place. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
This summer, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Girls trip? Booked. And switching to T-Mobile helped make it happen.
With Experience Beyond, switch and get $100 back. Plus, $650 in value in built-in plan benefits. That's $750 in your first year, guaranteed.
And honestly, that $100 back, I'm putting it towards the zip line.
Now that's how you do summer.
Exactly. Best switch I ever made.
This is just one reason to join T-Mobile this summer. There are 250 reasons. Find yours.
Savings based on the value of benefits included with Experience Beyond, like entertainment and 1 year of AAA Classic and Dash Pass on us. Benefits may require activation. See plan for details. Get $100 via virtual prepaid MasterCard with eligible ported, no cash access, and expires in 6 months. Issued by Sunrise Banks, N.A. member FDIC. Allow 8 weeks.
Prepare for cooler weather ahead at your local AAA Tire and Auto Service. Their fall maintenance package includes an oil change, tire rotation, windshield wiper replacement, and more for just $119.99. Offer valid through August 31st. See store for details.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. If it's 4:30 in the morning and you see a ginger version of Dom DeLuise speeding down 33, don't panic. It's just T-Bone.
We are driving. We are driving. We like driving. We like driving.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are eating. We are eating.
Saw something that warmed the cold cockles of my stone heart. And that is, it's high school football season. We're here. When Reflog McNeil posts his week 1 odds for high school football around the state of Ohio on
High
the
school
notebook
betting
paper.
lines.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. That's true degenerate stuff right there.
Yes. So here's the annual tradition. He posts that, and then immediately after, Andre Knott posts about how some of his gangster friends apparently are going to mess up McNeil for posting that stuff.
Delightful.
Did that really happen?
Did you ever see that, Spad? Yeah, McNeil apparently had like betting lines out there, and then Andre Knott had some post was like, "You better not do that. People don't like it when you do that." And he's like, "What people, Andre?" And apparently it was like, "I don't know. I just searched for some bar owners that don't like it," and it became this weird thing. It's hilarious to me. Anyway,
is it because Andre Knott's people are actually betting on high school football?
I don't know what's going on there. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, high school football betting lines are out. By the way, the Fan, of course, we have high school games, not for you to bet on. We just have them on our airwaves. But tonight, the high school game of the week, Tyler Danberg on the call. That is going to be, it's Olentangy schools, I believe.
Olentangy Orange versus Olentangy Berlin.
Thank you. That's right. Orange versus Berlin, first game tonight. Kickoff at 7:30. We'll have all the action for you right here on the Fan. So the Jackets, some interesting news about Elvis Merzlikins. Apparently, Elvis had shoulder surgery.
Yes.
Out of nowhere?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
Way to wait till now.
Yeah, well, apparently...
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
I didn't either.
Why do it this late?
You know how... Only thing you need to know, Tyvis, it's the Blue Jackets. So it doesn't make sense.
Is he trying to skip training camp or something?
I think he should skip more than training camp if he had shoulder surgery. It said here, this is the statement from Don Waddell. Elvis informed us a few weeks ago that he was experiencing some discomfort in his shoulder during his off-season workouts. Following an MRI, it was determined that surgery was the best course of action. He'll be evaluated again in a few weeks, at which time we'll have a clearer idea on when he will be back on the ice.
Season starts in October?
It starts at the end of September. They are opening training camp Wednesday, September 16th, so less than a month from now. And then the first game, preseason scheduled, is actually 1 month from now, Monday, September 21st, against the Red Wings. The first game of the season is Thursday, October 1st, but I believe some of the games for the season of the NHL start in September. So, like, basically end of September is when the season starts. So whatever your plan was at goalie, assuming they said Elvis came to them a few weeks ago and said, yeah, my shoulder hurts. Good time to figure that out, bud. I'm just saying, like, now, I mean, there's a chance he's out for months with shoulder surgery, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, shoulder is important in any aspect of hockey, but especially for someone who regularly has to raise their arms over their head to make saves. Like, I would think you need your shoulder. So
maybe it's very minor.
Then it wouldn't be shoulder surgery. That's my point is, I mean, again, maybe he got it scoped or something, I guess, but
we were going to see a lot of Jet Greaves anyway.
I'm just saying there's no time. Well, that's why I said, is it kind of slightly good news here that, like, maybe we just have this solidified now that it's Jet Greaves'
Y'all
spot?
didn't know that Elvis is Bones' boy?
Well, he can be Bones' boy all he wants. If his shoulder bones don't work together very well, they have to refit them, then he's not going to be playing for a while. So, yeah, they are going to have to elevate someone to be the backup. So
put prime Martin Brodeur in the net for this team. They probably still miss the playoffs. I'm over it.
You really not working there this year?
I don't think I'm going to be welcomed back.
Well, none of us are. That's all right. Well,
that's all right.
This what was more sudden?
Press pass.
What was more sudden? The news that, like, your platooning goaltender is now having shoulder surgery or has already had it, or the fact that, like, the play-by-play voice that everybody loved was just dropped like a sack of wet potatoes.
I don't know, but when you just said platoon, I thought of that video you showed me, Lagoon. I got a Lagoon.
They gave your boy a Lagoon. I'm feeling lugubrious. We got to get Dylan. I don't even know who the guy is. It's just a video came across my timeline of a guy who's at a hotel. He's like, they gave your boy a Lagoon. I'm feeling lugubrious. I want the drop. It's one of my favorite videos ever. I just showed it the other day because I totally forgot to send it in the group chat, but we need the audio. I have to find this audio.
Only the people that have been listening for the whole show will get this, so I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm going to anyway.
Do it.
Cool Hand Luke on Twitter said, hot take, T-Bone is not fat, he's just well marbled.
Bang!
Well marbled.
That's right. Well marbled.
That is
right. You can be all lean and fit. I'm going to be the tastiest steak.
Is that why you don't like the filet cut? Because it's all lean?
No, because it doesn't have flavor. You need the marbling.
What do you mean?
It doesn't have flavor.
Who's making your filet?
It's not the same. It's not as good as a steak with marbling. I will take a steak with some marbling over. Filet is good. I just feel like filet is the steak you get because everyone tells you it's good. I feel like when you actually go, yes, I feel like people get filet because they were told it's good. They're like, why? You can't go wrong with the filet.
What if it's
and it's fine.
What if it's Japanese wagyu?
Go look at Japanese wagyu and get back to me. Go look at it. Look at it. It's almost white. It has so much marbling in it. That's the thing that makes it Japanese wagyu.
Filet? If it's filet.
You're wasting your money. Get it with the marbling. The marbling is better. I'm telling you, you want that fat in there.
No, you
Maybe you don't want it all to be fat.
I'm not about to cut off like 2 ounces of the steak.
You don't have to cut it off.
No
it's
fat.
Marbling. I'm not talking about the part on the edge. I'm talking about the part that's on the inside that melts in your mouth. No, the parts on the edge, you don't have to eat that.
That's what I'm talking about.
But that seals
it's like
in the
2
flavor.
ounces of that.
No, it's
you get it barely any steak because it's so much fat.
But the steak you get tastes so much better than the stuff. Well,
that's not worth it.
Well, you get the 4 ounces of filet.
Who gets a 4 ounce?
Isn't that how big they are?
No, you get 6 or 8.
Oh, okay. Go meet at Texas Roadhouse and get yourself like a 16-ounce ribeye, and you tell me which one's better. And I promise you that one is probably cheaper than the filet you're getting.
Chris G in the chat asks, what expectations for Will Howard tonight? You guys have?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Will Howard getting the start against with Pittsburgh against the Jets, right? Yeah.
295 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Is he playing the whole game? Did we?
No, that's just a half. That's just the first half.
I have a question for you. Do you like gristle in your steak?
No, I don't typically. I can eat it. It's not preferred. Yeah, I don't typically eat the gristle, but that's not the marbling. That's different. I'm telling you, you need them. Tyvis, go. Have you ever had a ribeye?
Yes.
And
my wife prefers a ribeye.
Because your wife has taste. Clearly. I'm sorry.
No, she doesn't. She chose Tyvis.
Well, that's also, you know what?
It's a decision she regrets every day.
Damn, that's hateful.
Just wait. Pretty soon, you never know.
She said, "Wait, I can't
get those
wait.
papers in the mail.
Wait till next month. He leave every day. Every day he go."
Yeah, right. Totally. Yeah, it's I think it might be a race between you and me to see which one of our wives leaves us first. That might be where we're at this point. Yeah. Raising kids will do that to you too.
Yeah.
Gets that way. All right. Should we hit the buzzer next? We'll talk with Uncle Bo? Brother Bo?
Brother Bo. Uncle Bo.
Our uncle, your brother.
Yes.
Hey, well, some of us can call him Brother Bo. That's fine. All right. We'll talk with Bo next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Buckeye Lake still completely flooded out on the east side of Columbus, which means portions of 70 westbound and eastbound are completely shut down, as well as several ramp closures in the area. 70 westbound, you'll get off at exit 142 to 310, eventually out there by using 40. Again, high waters are being reported. A similar situation if you're traveling 70 eastbound. You'll get off at Kirkersville, 158 northbound to 40 eastbound, then getting off at 13 southbound and continuing on 70. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day. My sinks gurgle, they barely drain. The toilet overflowed. I plunge all day with no luck. What's wrong with this commode?
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Our firm handles hundreds of crash cases involving semi-trucks every year. A crash case involving semis is much different, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can leave lots of money on the table. Many times there is separate insurance for the cab and for the trailer. Sometimes there are actually layers of other insurances and excess insurance that some lawyers may not know about because they don't see that many cases. We see these cases every day. Also, there are federal laws governing the hours a driver may drive in a 24-hour period and logs that are required. A crash case involving a semi-truck is a totally different animal than a simple car crash. We have lawyers who only handle these cases. It's all they do. Rolling the dice with the wrong law firm can be disastrous. Call us on your cell phone at Pound Law, pound 529. It's so easy. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Science, adventure, resilience, Storm chaser Reed Timmer and his crew pursue the world's most powerful tornadoes, confronting danger, building community, and weighing the personal cost of a life driven by the relentless pursuit of storms. Witness breathtaking footage captured from inside nature's most violent weather. Some moments simply have to be experienced on the big screen. Never Stop Chasing, now playing in theaters. Get tickets at neverstopchasingfilm.com.
How do you know you got a great deal? You came to Coughlin Chevrolet. Lease a new 26 Trax, only $129 a month. Lease a new 26 Silverado, $369 a month. Or get 0% financing and no payments for 90 days. Visit CoughlинChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive. Coughlin has the car for you.
36-month lease, $44.98 due at signing, includes $398 fee plus tax, title, and registration. 10,000 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. 0% for 60 months equals $1667 for 1,000 finance with approved credit through GM Financial. See dealer for details. Ends 8/31/26.
Everybody thinks they're a great driver. Outlaw Motor Speedway gives you the chance to prove it. Experience professional racing simulators, full motion rigs, and some of the world's iconic tracks right here in Grandview. Race your friends, join a league, or bring the office out for an unforgettable corporate event. And when the checkered flag drops, keep the night going with great food and drinks here or next door at Agave and Rye. Then climb back in the driver's seat and see who's got what it takes. Book your race today at outlawsimracing.com.
As summer starts winding down, it always seems to happen the same way. The backpacks are packed, the school forms are signed, and suddenly the calendar fills up faster than you ever expected. Between the last-minute appointments, school shopping, and getting everyone back into a routine, it's easy for those projects around the house to keep getting pushed to next weekend. Here's the good news. Your roof doesn't have to be one of them. At Newman Roofing, our team of value-driven professionals makes the process simple. You'll get honest answers, clear communication, and recommendations built around your home's needs. No sales pitches. Whether it's a new roof, siding, or gutters, we'll help you check it off your to-do list with the kind of white glove service that's earned the trust of families across Central Ohio for more than 30 years. So instead of worrying about your home, you can spend what's left of this summer making memories with the people who matter most. Newman Roofing, built around family. Ours protecting yours. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Call T-Bone and Tyvis' real hotline phone number, 614-460-8010. Available anytime, day or night. Nighttime can get spicy.
Are you serious? Oh, my God.
Leave a message, and if it's great, we'll play it. And if it's terrible, we'll likely play it too.
Hello. Joining the program, everybody's favorite uncle, Uncle Bo. Bo.
Hey there.
Will Howard makes the start tonight. What?
Who?
Will Howard.
Oh, we're doing Steelers. Oh, okay.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, the Buckeye, the guy who won you a national
familiar.
champion. Yes, okay.
Vaguely familiar.
He's making the
with his work.
start tonight for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, that's
what
fine.
do you think they need to see out of him for them to say Mason Rudolph, we're good?
Oh, I thought you were going to go different. That's actually a really interesting question. What do they need to see? I think they probably just need to see operation, and they need to be able to just trust him, because that's really all you need to back up to do, right? On a short-term situation, you just need to back up to be able to come in there, be able to trust him to run a game plan that they weren't prepared for, so have the answers to the test on the offense. Don't make mistakes. Don't kill us. Operate. And that's probably all you're looking for. He doesn't need to make big splash throws or anything like that to be the backup there. I think the thing for Will, they probably tell you a little bit you need to know about how they think of him by the fact that they drafted Drew Aller in the third round, right? I mean, that kind of tells you that they want to take another bite at the apple. So I think he's kind of fighting a two-pronged front, like two-pronged front. One, can I be the backup to Rodgers? And then two, can I be the future quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers? So he's kind of fighting a battle on two fronts a little bit tonight. But that's what I would say. I mean, all you want an backup quarterback to do in the NFL is not be noticed.
Do you think that they keep 4
in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Am I doing Steelers Daily too? And I missed it?
You have to.
I mean, how many?
Just ask you a question.
How many things do
you think they
I would
keep
say
4?
No, because I don't know that you can and still make all of the rest of. I don't know their roster well enough to know like where they would have to cut guys to make that work. But Rudolph would be the one that you would let go, and his ties were to Tomlin and that previous regime. So like if there is trust tonight in Will, and if Will's proven that, and Drew beyond that, then I think you'd roll with those three, and away you go.
Bo, the Arizona Cardinals linebacker situation. If we could,
I mean, I do a lot of college football. I feel like I'm kind of an expert on the Browns.
Well, all right,
but like,
let me get you on some college stuff, because we were talking about this earlier. I saw an article on Yahoo about, and I'm actually thinking we should make this the fan bowl today, brought to you by JT's Pizza Pub.
Okay.
They had a list of 10 college football programs that could have bounce back years this year.
Okay.
So I'm whittling this down to 4.
Okay.
And maybe I should even exclude one of these teams. But which team do you think is likely to have the biggest bounce back from what they did last year? LSU, Florida, Penn State, or Clemson? I think we could turn that into a fan poll today. But I'm also going to pose that question to you a little bit. Biggest I'm going to define as from where they were to what this year is. LSU was 7-6, right, last year? So, like, if they get to 10 wins, that's not maybe as impressive as if Penn State does it, let's say.
I think you have the answer to what you said there last, right? I mean, schedule is nothing at Penn State. I mean, like, he brought over all those guys at Iowa State, including the quarterback that know his operation. They did keep some of the leadership. That the linebacker kid, I'm blanking on his name, he's back. He decided to stay, and he's a stud. So, to me, like, Penn State at worst could go 9-3. Best 10-2, and that'd put them in the mix of the playoff. I don't know that necessarily means that they're good or anything, but I think if you look at the record, you don't watch the games, they could absolutely do that. I don't have any idea what Clemson's bringing to the table. I don't think they do, and I don't think he does either.
Here's what I know about Clemson.
Yeah.
They finally said, I guess we'll do it if we must on NIL. And transfer portal. Like, they've dipped their toe in. But they last year had guys that went to the NFL draft, got, like, their talent. We were even talking about South Carolina's in this same boat. Both those teams had dudes and just could not get over the hump last year, especially South Carolina. The wheels fell off. But Clemson should have dudes again. So
you'd think. I mean, I felt like last year, weren't both Clemson and Penn State in the top 5 of the country to start the year?
Oh, yeah. We were talking about
bombed right away.
We were talking about both those guys, quarterbacks, being top 10 picks.
Yeah, right. Klubnik and Aller. Yeah, life comes at you fast, doesn't it? Yeah. You think about that. Jeez.
Right.
Bo, did you catch any high school football? Mainly Marshall Manning, the next great man.
Oh, yeah. You're also supposed to know high school football now, Bo. That's not Ohio high school football,
Jack of all trades.
Right. Just Tennessee for guys that Ohio State didn't end up getting yet, or maybe related to a Manning. Yeah. Those are the requirements for today's show. So
I did bounce in a little bit. I didn't see his snaps live, but I saw high school football was on, and I saw our buddy Dustin Fox was calling the game, so I did watch for a little bit. He was not in when I watched. He came in the second quarter?
I believe that's correct.
If you just had like a modicum of athleticism and you're in that family, like you just know how to play quarterback, right? I just assume, like, I'm not suggesting he's going to be Arch, but like he's going to play college football somewhere. Like there's no question. So
Dylan wants it to be at Ohio State.
You'd bet on that right now?
That's what Dylan wants.
Well, Dylan's just a big fan of the Mannings.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a big Manning guy.
I wouldn't mind if Marshall came to Ohio State. I'm not putting in the atmosphere or anything, but that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I have incredible I have incredible envy of the fact that the entire family has the same guy doing their wardrobe. I think that's incredible. Like all the quarter zips are the same, all of the slacks are the same, all of the shirts are the same. They look, all of them. Yeah. You can go Arch to Peyton to Archie, and they all dress the same. I'm convinced there's one menswear place in New Orleans that just outfits the entire family because they all look the same.
They must get a group rate.
There's a great place. I know exactly the place it is. There's a place.
They really do. They always have.
They do.
They have corporate junket stamped all over them. Like everyone's here from like a financial district company. They're down in Florida for a golf weekend, but everyone was given the company polo. Everyone has the dress slacks.
Yep.
That's what it feels like.
They look the same.
Yes.
They have the same belts, the same shoes, the same everything. And then when they play golf, they all look the same. They have the exact same shorts. It's the same everything. It all matches. It's incredible. It's like they all run a hedge fund, and it's like casual Fridays.
Yes.
And that's kind of, it all works. I don't know. I know exactly the place they get. There's a place on Canal Street in New Orleans that is a really fine menswear. I promise you it's all from there, and it's all bespoke. It's all made to match.
These are the things that always fascinate me with the, like with the elites, like that level, right? Where it's dad was successful, kids were successful, grandkids are on their way to being successful. Like those type of families, they don't just shop they don't go to the mall. They don't go online and order a few. They're going into a place, their measurements are taken. And they're like, when they order, they call someone. There's no online ordering. They're calling a guy and he says, yes, let me walk you through what we have.
Brother Bone, I bet you they don't even call. I bet it just shows up in the spring.
Well,
here's
you're right.
52 new quarter zips. Here's 16 dress shirts. I bet it just shows up. New year, new wardrobe. Let's go.
Nice little quarter zip.
Yeah,
that's like when your kids go to steakhouse and they just start bringing out the seafood tower because they know.
That's right.
These guys know what's coming. They're ordering tomahawks. We might as well get them.
But will you tell Bone that fillets is better than ribeyes?
No, I won't.
Of course, because he knows. I told you, Tyvis.
Yeah, no, I won't.
I try to introduce Tyvis to the concept of marbling is good. You don't need to eat the gristle, but you want the marbling. Go look at A5 Wagyu and tell me what's in there.
It's all my buddy Joe Thomas with the Hoff beef. He's slinging that Wagyu, and it's got all the marbling in there. That's what the flavor is,
I
brother.
expected more out of you, Bo.
No, you should.
Hey, real quick.
He knows.
I was at Browns Bills yesterday.
Yes.
Number one, Deshaun looked incredible for most. I mean, he really was pretty freeing and really slung it all over the place. It's weird. It's kind of crazy that to me, like, just get on with it. And I love Monk, but I know he just wants to win, but like, let's just get on with it and move on with that. It is something. It's been a while since I've seen like a gold jacket throw in practice, like up close.
Oh.
And to watch Josh Allen just operate, it's so surgical and so precise. There wasn't a throw that he made that was in harm's way, and many of the throws he attempted should have been in harm's way, if that makes sense. He can stick it into windows. It was such a clinic. And the Browns, by the way, everybody was pretty, it was pretty good, pretty even. The Bills maybe had a slight lean in terms of like winning the practice. It was pretty even, though. Browns definitely moved the ball, both running and passing. But my God, Allen was just... It's a scene. It's just a different level when you practice with when you see somebody that's like, first ballot gold jacket MVP at the position. Last one I saw close was Carson Palmer, like 20 years ago at a Bengals camp. But man, that was a scene. Man.
And yet we took Baker.
Dorse, man. You got to say this though. You do have to say this in all seriousness. And I've talked to John about this. Nobody's ever become accurate.
Yeah.
Give me the list of a guy who's a 50% passer in college and really early in his NFL career who all of a sudden becomes accurate. There just isn't an example. So that's what he was thinking is, can we teach this kid to be accurate? He's done it, but he's the outlier.
Yeah.
Mostly you're accurate or you're not. You don't just become accurate, and he's become accurate.
I'm sure we will get more good insights from Browns practice from you yesterday. Also, what else do we have coming up today?
Friday Night Lights, baby. It's go time.
There you go.
I can't wait. I love it.
Are you ready to place wagers on Reflog's list?
That's when I know we've made it. When I see Reflog's lines, I'm like, okay, we made it. It's go time.
There.
Football's
Absolutely.
here. Yeah.
There you go. Bishop and Friends coming up 9 to noon right here on Fan. Thank you, Bo.
See you guys.
Shove it down your throat. It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the heat? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on train systems, including 0% APR for 60 months.
Apparently, 2 men were busted at a Maryland airport for hauling roughly 850 pounds of a thing I'd never heard of. KHAT. Cot or cat? Have you ever heard of this?
H-A-T.
You ever heard of it? No,
No.
I hadn't either. Apparently, it's like a leaf. It's a dried leaf. They claimed it was tea leaves and that they were bringing these. Now, they had...
Dutch.
They had 12... They were flying back from London to New York, presumably, but they went through Maryland. They had 12 suitcases full of this stuff. It got opened up by Border Patrol. They looked at it and said, what is this? And they said, oh, it's just tea. We love tea. We brought in this tea leaf. Well, what it actually is something that people chew on, and it gives you some effects. If you should so chew it in your mouth, it has some effects. It's a natural
Hungry,
plant.
happy, sleepy.
Well, apparently, it has 2 central nervous system stimulants, a Schedule 1 controlled substance called cathinone and a Schedule 4 controlled substance called caffeine. Anyway, it's illegal. You're not allowed to bring it in. It's been banned by lots of countries.
Them?
Yeah, they got caught. But I mean, like the haul, 850 pounds. It's like 2 of me. It's insane.
2 of you.
All right, that's it for us. Have a great rest of your Friday. We'll see you on Monday. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Around the metro, here we go. Over on the west side, we're still looking at some delays after some lane closures 270 northbound. It's just when you're passing Cemetery Road, there is debris out there on the road. South side, the right shoulder is still blocked on 270 east when you're passing 23 South High Street north because of a disabled vehicle. Also, a heads up if you're traveling towards that northbound direction over by North Linden. We do have that East North Broadway Street ramp closed to 71 northbound. It was flooded in this area. Now we are seeing some road work.